Knicks family, what is popping with you? We ready to go for the start of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Preseason game number 1, and we got a nice crew in the house to talk tonight. And we're going to have a good time watching this game, man. Big shout out. Of course, big shout out to Julito McCullum is joining us tonight in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That's love. And we got Evergreen. We got Guillermo in the building. We are broadcasting simultaneously to Legion and Knicks as well as NBK. So, you know, that's dope business, man. And then we got Andy in the building, man. So how y'all fellas? Are y'all ready? What's going on, man? What we doing tonight? I'm feeling good. Die Hard Knicks podcast is in the building too. So whenever y'all ready, man, just jump in. Evergreen, what's popping with you, man? I see you walking outside.
Yeah. I just touched down in the city, so I just wanted to step in, say hi, say what's up to everybody. Wish everybody a happy start of the preseason. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm still on the high right now from yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was a very exciting day for me. So yeah, right here. A very exciting day for me yesterday. Funk Flex played our music. You know what I mean? So I feel good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, man. I was about to say something to Guillermo. He just jumped off. Die Hard, what's going on, man?
No. I was just fixing the camera.
I was about to say something. I was about to, just make sure everything was working between the two channels. So I think we good though.
Yeah, everything's copacetic, man. Again, man, tonight I'm not looking for no wins or losses, man. I'm looking for development of some of these younger guys who have come in. I'm not even necessarily talking about the rookies. I'm looking at DSJ and his jump shot decision making, how well he handles a point guard position. If he could be anything more than, a shooting guard who can't shoot in a point guard's body. I'm looking at Kevin Knox, footwork on defense, awareness, concentration. I'm looking at if he's add a wrinkle to his game. Does he have a nice Euro step, some type of change of pace? Does he, did he truly work on a post-up game this season? Also his upper body strength, as well as, like I said, the lower body strength. I'm looking at Frank. Obviously, he needs to be more aggressive to the basket, only going to the basket or a foul draw rate of 17.7%. That's not going to cut in the NBA, man. You got to be a little bit more aggressive. And to me, I guess speaking to Tibbs, I said this to Frank, not to Frank. I said this about Frank. If you can't get to the hoop, beating your man to the basket, you could do a little Mark Jackson, post up at the foul line, the elbow, post up on the block. You know what I mean? Add more wrinkles to your game, man, and hit those open shots when you got them and continue to play your strong defense, man. So, again, to me, this year they brought a lot of competition to see where these younger guys are at because Thibodeau, they're going to be moving fast. Not to say they're not trying to develop guys, but, hey, if you can't beat out the veterans on our team, I won't say low level, but, some of these guys brought in, might be time to move on. So let's see what they really worked on during the summer.
Yeah, and I guess I probably need to ask everybody to go ahead and unmute. So I just sent you guys a message to unmute so that you're good. My bad about that.
There we go. Right. What's up, family? Happy to be here with you all. I'm excited. It's a Knicks night. It's like a holiday, man. It's a preseason game. Only Knicks fans can make a preseason game, a game 7 of a playoffs, but that's what we do. I'm excited. Thank you for having me, Sam. Shout out to everybody here, Eru, Andy, Legion, Evergreen. So good to be with you guys. I'm excited, a little disappointed. Not gonna lie. The starting lineup is not a lineup that I thought perhaps we would have to start our first game, but I'm optimistic. I think I'm trusting Tibbs. I hope Peyton is going to really learn from his mistakes last year and turn this around. And if those guys couldn't beat him out, that says a lot. So I'm excited to see what happens this first preseason game.
Yeah, definitely. Now, this lineup, I think we actually seen this lineup on maybe a couple days ago. If you on Knicks Twitter, they had a bunch of guys that was in blue, a bunch of guys that was in white, and these guys were in blue. So you kind of, say, yeah, maybe this is going to be the lineup. But he could have been mixing and matching any kind of lineups. I don't think this is going to remain the lineup. Yeah. You know what I mean? But, Elfrid Payton's going to have his chance. Yeah, he's trying it out. And Elfrid Payton's going to have his chance to prove. And if he doesn't, Austin Rivers, when he comes back from that groin injury, is right there. You know what I'm saying? And I think
he started five professionals. We got 5 professional players on the team. There's nobody that's like an imagination. No imaginary point guards, no imaginary shooting guards, no imaginary centers. You know, all 5 of these guys are all proven guys. You know, so that's what stood out to me. So I'm excited. We're kind of setting the table. You know, setting the tone for what Thibodeau wants to do. So whoever else wants to step up to that benchmark, that's the benchmark that Thibodeau set for everybody.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. But you know, Austin Rivers, I think that Austin Rivers is looking to have his day to shine, though. You know what I'm saying? He's been playing with teams. He's been playing behind Chris Paul, playing behind James Harden and Russell Westbrook, right? Mm-hmm. He's looking to have his time to say, all right, now I can shine a little bit. And I think he's looking forward to it. He's 28 years old, should be at the peak of his career. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised. Guillermo, what do you think? I wouldn't be surprised if Austin Rivers had, if you can call it a breakout year at 28, but had one of the best seasons of his career.
I mean, if you look at it, right, so go back to his Clipper years and then go back to the 2 Houston years. And I think the Clipper years were when he had some of his best numbers. I believe that's when he had his highest usage rate, right? So this is not to say he's going to be a superstar, all-star, anything, right? But when you look at the type of guards that Thibodeau likes, right, a guy who can kind of shoot off the dribble, create on a base level by himself, right? Be able to move, drive to the basket a little bit, also defend. If you look at his when he's in isolation against guys, right? When he kind of struggles with the pick and roll defense and stuff like that, but in isolation, he's not a bad defender. So he fits a Tom Thibodeau prototypical type of guard. You know, we've seen those type of guards flourish under Tom Thibodeau. Jimmy Butler, not just Jimmy Butler, their levels of it. Jimmy Butler, Austin Rivers, but Aaron Brooks. You've seen guys who flourish under, guys who can kind of go ISO. That's why you run guys like Burks. And you see a guy like Rivers, again, hungry. He's going to have the high usage now. He's not going to be playing with as much talent as he did with the Clippers and the Rockets. But,
right.
He plays to Tom Thibodeau's coaching. Again, it could be a breakout year for him. And just one more thing real quick, because the competition thing is really important. They talk about the no fans in the crowd. That's one thing. But on the flip side, a lot of other guys got to realize, hey, Austin Rivers is gunning for my spot. Alec Burks, and not necessarily Alec Burke, the player, but Alec Burke that, hey, this is the type of person Tom Thibodeau wants. If I don't match up to that, I'm out of here. So you can talk about a lack of pressure from the crowd, but that pressure is going to be coming from the guy sitting right next to you. So Austin Rivers, I could definitely see him taking over that starting position soon when he comes back.
Yeah, I do too. What do you guys think about how it's going to go? Listen, the guys in the bubble, they played without having a crowd there, right? Mm-hmm. So fans are pretty much used to it, but teams like the Knicks didn't play in the bubble. Right. How do you think that's going to impact not just like the Knicks, but even going and playing away games, right? Now you're not playing in arenas with fans. That home court advantage is taken away a little bit. Mm-hmm. How do you think that's going to impact, and will it level the playing field in some ways?
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
Frank. Oh, go ahead.
No. I just want to say really quickly, I don't think there's any home teams anymore. I mean, I don't think anybody will have an advantage as if this was, a regular NBA season where everyone is being cheered on by their fans and being supported. Right now, it's like old school in the gym, like, practice kind of mentality where you get to really just focus and dial in. It's going to help those players like those Obi Toppins and those Emmanuel Quickleys, because they're not, the Knicks fans are there's something. There's something. And now that they don't have to deal with that, I think it's going to help them out a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you can see what happened to DSJ last year. You remember that what was it, Guillermo? We were at the game. Was that the second game of the season? Whatever it was.
No,
when they were playing, that was the home opener, right? And they were playing against Boston, and they start chanting, we want Frank, when DSJ wasn't playing well. That'll rattle you. You know what I'm saying? You're a young kid, man. That'll rattle you.
Yeah.
Yes, it will. Hey, this is the big leagues, man. If you're looking to the guy, this is why old school basketball. I don't care what no one says, man. The Jordans, the Ewings. I'm looking at the guy next to me. Oh yeah, how you doing? You know, hey, how's your mom? Everything's good. How's your parents? Your children are good. What? But I want to destroy you. I want to take your spot, man. Like you're not. That's how these guys. And I'll say it's about Frank. To your point, if you look at Frank's splits, I believe from last year, I think he actually has better numbers on the road than he does at home. So again, he's one of these guys that might do better, just on the road and not having any fans in the Garden. Which, look, to me, I take the Kobe Bryant approach and everything, man. At my home, I should feel comfortable, whatever. But when I'm on the road, remember that commercial Kobe Bryant had where he hits the game winner and he's looking at the crowd and they're all booing him and all that stuff, and he just puts his hands up in the air like, "Yeah, I got you guys." That's how I look at it, man. I'm trying to destroy you. I'm trying to take over your kingdom. So, to me, man, these guys, you got to step up, man. Don't take the kitty gloves off, man. You got competition to your left and your right. And your NBA careers are right in front of you because, again, we were the worst team and we have some of the worst players. So, or production-wise, we've had some of the worst players. So, guys got to step up, man. Be hungry. That's all I got to say to these guys, man.
Yeah. Looks like we got about 14 minutes until game time based on what I'm looking at. So, if tip-off, I guess tip-off's not going to be at 7 o'clock, maybe 7:05 or something like that. Watching the guys warm up right now. What do you guys think about Detroit's lineup? Guillermo, I didn't get to hear from Guillermo, Julito, Eru. I didn't get to hear from you guys. What do you think about Detroit's lineup and what they did this summer?
If you guys want to go first, you guys can definitely go first.
Well, I thought they did good in the draft. They drafted very well. And just they just kind of cleaned up things. They were missing small forwards. They were missing kind of like shooting a little versatility. So they kind of just painted the little happy trees in their little corners of the world. So I'm quite sure diehard Piston fans are a little bit more happier to look at their team.
Mm-hmm. I think Killian Hayes is he's going to learn from one of the greatest point guards of all time, in my opinion, Derrick Rose. And that's going to allow him to really grow. I don't think Rose will be there after trade deadline, but I do think that in that time frame that they're together, he's going to learn from him. And Killian Hayes I don't think he's NBA ready yet, and we're about to find out. But I think he has he has something special that I think Jeremy Grants and the Blake Griffins, they're going to help him to be really great. So I think what the Pistons did in this offseason was amazing. I still think they need one more piece to take them over that hump. But I think they're going to have a good season.
Yeah, Andy?
You got to unmute him.
Oh, I got to unmute. He muted himself. My bad, Andy. I got you. Coming right in a second. I was a little bit confused early when they I was a little confused when they started bringing in so many centers, right? I was like, what's happening? What they going? Jalil Okafor and then the Plumlee kid. And I was like, what are they doing? Yeah, exactly. Right. I was like, what are they doing? Why are they bringing in so many big guys? But I guess we'll see how it plays out. I think they have some talent on the team, and I think they're definitely going to be. They're going to be in the running, and that's just another team. When people talk about we see a few people say, can the Knicks push for the playoffs? It's just another team that's gotten better in the East that you got to try to leapfrog, man. And it's not going to be easy in the East. Charlotte's gotten better. Atlanta, Washington, Detroit.
I've had some people tell me the East is better than the West now. I'm like, wait, hold on.
Slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. It's slowly getting there.
It's getting close, though. It's getting close.
It's slowly getting there easily. But I'll say it's about the Pistons lineup. I want to see this kid Sekou. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. This reminds me a little bit. Remember when the Pistons got your boy, who's a dude from UConn who never had any hair in his face? No, he had like that disease.
Villanueva.
Villanueva. And Gordon, right? It's not exactly that, right? I don't think they overpaid, but it's like they acquired a lot of talent, but you don't really know what the hell that talent is really, right? Because, look, Killian Hayes is a project, right? The kid, he needs a lot of pick and roll, shoots well off the dribble from three, but his overall 3-point percentage is not that good. He's not that athletic. Not say he's not athletic, but he's not there yet, right? He's not this explosive athlete. Then you got a reclamation project in Josh Jackson. Jeremy Grant is talented, but is he a starter? I know obviously you signed him for decent money, but is he a starter or is he better as a wing guy on a playoff team? You know what I mean? Like Sadiq Bey, a slower shooting guard who likes to post up and kind of body players to the basket, can shoot the three. So again, I think
that's Simeon's cousin. That's Simeon's cousin, right? Sadiq Bey.
Ain't my cousin, but that was my guy. I wanted him to find his way to the Knicks somehow. I wanted Sadiq Bey on the Knicks.
You love Sadiq Bey, man. That was your guy.
I like that kid, man.
And then it's weird. Blake Griffin, I think, like if he was healthy, because he improved his jump shot. He's become a better passer. So, but he just gets hurt every year. So it's like, what's their identity? And you got Jahlil Okafor, who's an old school center who has not been able to find his way in the league because he can't defend and he can't space out the floor, right? So this is and they got Isaiah Stewart and then Mason Plumlee. So
Isaiah Stewart, yeah.
I don't know what the identity is, man, but they're in the same boat as, I wouldn't say the same, but I think they got more talent than us right now, but they're in the same boat as trying to find. Now, Dwayne Casey, he doesn't probably get enough credit for what he did with that Toronto Raptors team, right? Because obviously Nick Nurse has taken all the glory for the championship year, but Dwayne Casey with a bunch of young players, that team might find a way. I just don't know what their identity is right now, but let's see against the Knicks.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do.
Yeah. What do you think about Dwayne Casey? Basically without even having camp, said Killian Hayes is our starting point guard.
That's trust.
You got your boy Derrick Rose. Didn't Derrick Rose say, "Hey, I'm here to mentor"? And that. So, when Derrick Rose talks, I know I'm not one of these people that, I go by what you say and that stuff, but it seems sincere from Derrick Rose. You know what I mean? It's not like I think he kind of sees around the world like, hey, if I play it good, let me be anti-Harden, and if I want to trade to a contender, play it good, do the mentor role, and they'll push me. They'll find a way to make that mutual, amicable kind of split. Get me to a team that's good. They'll get their asses, whatever. But I think Derrick Rose, he's saying, hey, I want to, I'm here to mentor these guys. I know what my career is, blah, blah, blah. I think that's great for a guy like Killian Hayes. So, that's good to have a guy in your corner who or it seems like, hey, this guy's truly kind of pushing for me. He's going to sit there and talk to me about the stuff that I need to do, help me with my habits. I think that's excellent, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I get afraid of is with doing it so early. They basically came out before they even got in the camp. Right? And so that, to me, I'm like, not that he doesn't deserve it, but what if he gets in the camp? What if you say it before camp and then he gets in the camp and he's not performing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
they're doing the same thing like with Obi Toppin. They're saying that he's like a special kind of talent. They've been saying that from the get-go. And just for Derrick Rose is very aware of who he is. So I'm quite sure he doesn't want to destroy that kid's confidence because everyone says, "Oh, I'm Derrick Rose, ex-MVP," and this, that, and the other. So by taking the spotlight away from the Killian, that would Killian his confidence early on. So.
that was corny though. It was good, but it was corny.
Man, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, man.
Killian is confidence.
Oh my gosh. Does that rank with the Isaiah Facts no printer freaking terrible comment?
I think it was better than that, but it was a little bit better than that. So we got about 7 minutes until game time begins.
And you guys are watching this on MSG, right? Because you saw them practicing already, or
they're warming up. They're warming up right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You've seen it. They're showing the Rockets Knicks game, the one from last year.
Oh no, I'm watching it on League Pass right now. So they're warming up right now.
I'm watching it on League Pass too.
Yeah, but Guillermo, I'm surprised you couldn't pronounce what's it called his name. Isn't it Sekou? Right?
Just because I'm Nigerian, that guy ain't Nigerian.
I'm not saying that, but if you're a Nas fan, hold on, no. If you are a Nas fan, you know Sekou's story from Street's Disciple.
Well, I said Sekou.
You didn't say Sekou. You said something else.
Dumabaya.
You didn't say Sekou. You didn't say Sekou. You said something else.
Sam, don't push the narrative, bro. He's going to go like Isaiah. He's going to say jambalaya or something like that.
Isaiah came and say Bo. He's talking about Boa.
Boa.
No aim close to the name, bro.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Blake Griffin and his career? I know this is Nick's channel, but, Blake Griffin and what's he looking to do? He's hurt every single season. You know, where is he in his career? Right now, I'm watching him. They're doing a comparison between Julius Randle and Blake Griffin, you know, what they average per game and all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, I guess for the Pistons, if Blake Griffin can stay healthy, they have something.
Yeah.
But he can't stay healthy.
Believe me, Sim, the Pistons fans want to get rid of Blake Griffin so bad. The only player they wanted rid of worse is Reggie Jackson, which is gone now, so...
Andy, is he the Pistons' Julius Randle?
I think even worse, bro. If they could trade him to China, they would take, I don't know, a bag of shoes, bro, from there.
Yeah, I gotta stop itching on China, man. Come on, man. Like, people trying to revive their careers in China.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If he wanted to jump for that money, he would get a shoe deal in China for him, couple of dunks a game in that league.
But he got some skills, man. He can facilitate, pass, rebound. He can do everything. Yeah, you know, he just sits there.
You saw his numbers? They just compared it on League Pass. He got worse numbers than Julius.
Yeah. What was he averaging? 15,
bro.
15 points and whatever rebounds per game last season. He makes $36 million this year. He's making $39 million next year.
Not to mention that he's not playing games. That's the worst thing.
Right.
So it's time for him to go be
a number.
It's time for him to go be a number 3-4 option for like a good playoff team. Yeah. I think with the Pistons, they still have him as the number 1 option when he's on the floor. And I think with Isaiah Stewart now on the team, it's time to move on from him. It's time to move on, and you're gonna have to bite that bullet. They're gonna have to pay him like we're paying Joakim Noah. You know, it's time.
Yeah. I mean,
or they're going to try to trade him at the deadline. Him and Derrick Rose, give Derrick Rose a favor, trade him to a contender. Right. I don't know about Blake Griffin, but
I mean, Derrick Rose makes 7.6 this year, and then he's a free agent next season. So Blake Griffin, that's the one, because next year's $39 million, but it's a player option. So you pretty damn well know he's going to pick up that option.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're gonna do with Blake Griffin. I think you're right. If he goes and he's a third option someplace, you know, where you don't gotta rely on him to be healthy.
Yeah,
a $39 million third option.
I mean,
that's an expensive price tag.
Look, Michael Jordan got the money. Michael Jordan got the money for him, man.
I mean,
trade Gordon for him.
If they're giving some draft picks away to do it, you know, but they might not. They might just say, "Yo, let him play out his last season, and then we just move on." You know, I don't know. Let me get to. I got a call. Let me get to a caller. Caller, you live? What's poppin'? Hello, you there?
Yeah, what up?
What's going on? Who we speaking with?
Harrison.
Harrison, what's going on, Harrison? How you feeling?
I'm good.
All right. So talk to us, man. How you feeling about the Knicks' first preseason game?
I don't know. I've been a lifelong Knicks fan. I don't know. It's tough. Not doing so well, but see, they got Obi Toppin so far. What do you think about the rebuild?
Well, I think that they're on the right path. I'll say that. I think they're on the right path. They got a good coaching staff. I think they got a coach that's serious, and they got some young players, like you said, Obi, RJ, Mitch, Kevin Knox. I think they got some young players that they can start to develop with. So I'm happy with the rebuild, and they got money and they got draft picks.
Yeah. So how is this all set up? I was just like watching on YouTube, and it's sick. What's going on over there?
How's it all set up? It took a lot of work to link it up, man. You gotta, do some research on how to use open broadcast system. That's OBS and Zoom and different stuff. I tell you what, I'll put my email in the chat, and if you email me, I can give you a breakdown of the things that I have. All right?
Yeah. All right.
All right. Appreciate the call, man.
All right.
Appreciate it. Yeah, the rebuild. Go ahead, Guillermo. You about to say something?
Oh, no, I was just putting in the chat, man. Please go subscribe to Julito's YouTube channel. I put it in your YouTube chat, man. So Guys, please go subscribe and support
appreciate that, man. It's called Random
Actor.
Random Thoughts with Julito the podcast. Random Thoughts with Julito the podcast. Check it out, man.
Random Thoughts with Julito the podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
I put the links in there.
You gotta say you had one of our guys, Raw Hebrew Rembrandt, was your guest. So.
Yeah, I had Raw Hebrew on there. We were talking Knicks. It's not a Knicks podcast, but every so often I want to have an episode dedicated solely to the Knicks. And I had Raw Hebrew on. I know he's a friend of the show here as well. So that was amazing. I got to get you on Sim soon and you know, Legion on as well, man.
Love to, man.
For sure.
Yeah, I love to. It's always great when people can link up, man. Like because like the way we're doing it now, we're on. I'm on Guillermo's channel. He's on the channel over here, and as soon as we get it linked up, you know, a little bit better, you know, we'll have it where all of us would have been on Guillermo's channel too. So yeah, that's always dope. I gotta make sure that I put that name before we finish up. I gotta make sure I put that name in the chat. Yeah, Caller, you live? What's poppin'?
What's good?
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
So talk to us, man. How you feeling about the season so far? First preseason game. We're about to start in a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you're feeling.
Bro, how are you feeling?
I mean, I feel good. Well, I mean, look. I feel good. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care what happens today, really. I'm just excited that they're playing basketball. And I just want to watch them play some basketball. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about wins or losses. I'm just trying to watch them play. I'm actually, we're going to break down the game and talk about the game and stuff. But really, I'm focused on just enjoying this one. And then the next game, really start to get into the weeds on some stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of focused on just enjoying the game. Because we ain't seen the Knicks play basketball in 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just want to see these guys play. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's been some kids who were conceived in March and have been born already. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
it's been a long 9 months.
Yeah, man.
You can name the baby Nick.
Bro, my name's Demetrius Bartholomew, bro. I'm so ready for the season.
Yeah, man. I'm ready for it too. I appreciate your call, man. Appreciate your call. What do you guys feel about the beginning of the season, though? Like that's the schedule we have at the beginning of the season is
it's a tough one.
It's a serious schedule. You know what I mean? And a lot of times the way you start your season can start to dictate the way your season goes. You know what I mean? So, we start playing and we start losing and the fans start getting frustrated because you got Alfred and Julius playing and that's how that's going to go down. Andy was alluding to it a little bit earlier. Then, now you're starting to get pressure on, I don't think Tom Thibodeau is going to care about any pressure, to be honest with you. He's going to do what he's going to do, but then you start hearing all the stuff from fans and this and that. It's a tough start to the season. How you guys feel about it?
It's going to truly test their mettle, man. It's going to test their composure, right? You have to be composed. You got to follow through with the game plan that Tibbs is going to put you in. Because, again, Tibbs is going to find what works best for these guys, right? So, if you have a game where you're not shooting well, okay, contribute on the defensive end, right? If you have a game where, on the defensive end, you're not playing too well, all right, find a way to get to the basket, draw fouls, learn how to slow up the game, right? Situational basketball and awareness impresses a coach, right? When okay, this team is making a run, right? It doesn't make sense for me to try to shoot the ball early in a shot clock, right? To give them even more momentum, right? Slow down the game, play it smart. Fundamentals, setting picks, doing all the dirty work to get guys open looks, right? Again, systems can truly cover for lack of talent. And compared to a lot of teams, we don't have the talent. So again, it's going to come down to you following through with the system, fundamentals, being in tip-top shape mentally and physically. We know we're going to lose a lot of games, but it's also how you lose. Because down the stretch, if the Knicks are one of these teams where it's like, all right, we know they're not getting to the playoffs, but some fringe playoff team doesn't want to see us because they know we have a bunch of young Bulldogs that's like, yo, we can see this team next year being really good because such and such develop into this player and they have a really strong team. I'd rather that than us, a bunch of young kids. And well, obviously you wanted the first one. You don't want a bunch of kids lost and confused, but all it is about composure and mettle, man. And if you could display as a young guy, man, you'll be here next year. Yeah.
I think it's an opportunity for the young guys to go into this season hungry. They see they have an Alec Burke on the team who is he's a guy that's about a 10-year vet, and he wants to show and prove that he's still got something in the tank. You got Nerlens Noel, who he ran out on that big contract, and he sees a guy like Mitch who plays exactly like him, and now he's saying, "Listen, you know what Ross said. You eat what you kill. You listen. Nerlens Noel is going to come into this season ready to show the world that he is that max player that he thought he was. So it's an opportunity for Mitch to, I saw he was salty yesterday. He put the post up, but now it's an opportunity to show and prove. Tibbs is not the guy. He's not Fitz who's going to baby you. He's not these other coaches that are going to coddle you. He's going to play the guys that are showing and proving. So I think it's an opportunity for young guys to go out there and really show that, they deserve the starting spots, and we'll see.
Yeah, man. Hey, Prince, what's going on, Prince? You got yourself unmuted? I need to unmute you.
You hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on with you, man?
Welcome.
It's been a minute since we had Prince back in the chat. It's been going for a while, man. The game's about to start any minute now. What's going on with you, man? It's been a minute since you've been here. I know you're out there in Michigan right now. How they feeling about the Pistons, man?
Hey, honestly, there's some optimism, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, they don't honestly believe what they did. Because, those 3 draft picks they brought in was, like you said earlier, Sim, you brought up Isaiah Stewart wanting to come home. I would have loved to see him come home. That kid is nice. Then you brought in our favorite, you know what I'm saying, at PG, and then your favorite, Sadiq Bey. All 3 of those guys are going to contribute for the Pistons for the next, 3 to 4 years, 5 years. They have a nice nucleus. Tonight you got 2 veterans who are either trying to take them young guys under their wing or looking forward to moving on to their next chapter to try to win a ring or something. So, the Pistons, they looking nice. They front office did the right moves. They wasn't playing favoritism and nepotism. They went out there, drafted, and, brought in some guys. I think tonight, like Tibbs said, is going to be a great way for us to kind of measure ourselves, to where we will be at, as a team and where, we're at right now. Because, again, I don't think the Pistons they're not a great team, but they're not a pushover either. We ain't playing the Bobcats. So, yeah. The Charlotte Hornets.
He said the Bobcats. You hating yourself now. Pistons start off with the... So the Pistons start off with the ball and immediately go down to Blake Griffin. Pass the ball out. Knicks get the tip. Looks like it's Knicks' ball.
Yeah. RJ went up first play of the game, man. Come on, it's time, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go.
And of course, I'm behind you guys because you guys have league.
Oh, yeah, I'm a little behind it too. Yeah, I'm a little behind. Right.
Don't worry.
Okay. You guys are the age, man.
Already, man.
I'm watching off of cable. I'm this prehistoric thing called cable. You know what I'm
saying? Right. Nah, you like that. You went up strong.
Yeah.
You like that. He looks bigger. He looks bigger.
That's my son. He actually looks like cut, like lean.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks cut. He looks lean. Which is exactly what you want and what you need. Tom Thibodeau was talking about the guys that were, came in shape. He's got to knock his free throws down, though. Went 50% on that one. He didn't mention RJ, but I don't think he needed to mention RJ. You know what I'm saying? I think it's already known how RJ is going to come into the game. So
if you don't mind, Sam, I just want to say I see we still got Julius running the ball down the court. I put my hair on just now, son.
Yep, there he is. He ran it down, gave it to Peyton. And Peyton, he found Nerlens, but maybe that pass was a little bit off. They seem like they're digging in defensively, though. Seems like they're digging in Killian Hayes. Oh, Nerlens Noel. What do you expect from Nerlens Noel, man?
Solid fundamentals, good defense, base level defense, man. Compared to Mitch, he's not as athletic and dynamic, but I want to see a guy not give up as many fouls as Mitch. More composed. Also, I want to see how they use the ice defense, right? That's a major component of Thibodeau's defense, right? To stop the pick and roll, right? And that first one you saw with I forgot who it was who had the ball. You didn't really see. Oh, nice pass by. Oh, I'm way behind you guys. So I'm saying stuff like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. I done seen like 3 replays by the time you said nice pass.
Oh man. What's your timestamp? What's your timestamp right now?
Get in there. I'm at 9:58. Nerlens Noel got the rebound and put it back.
Man, this is garbage. This is terrible, man. Lord. But yeah, the ice defense, man, I want to see how these guys adapt to that because that's a major component of Thibodeau's defensive identity.
You see Julius again. It goes past Plumlee, and he missed. Claire missed a layup. He missed the whole rim. And Noel, Killian Hayes. I don't know, what you can say so far, but he looks confident out there playing. Point guard looks confident.
Alec Burke still ready, man.
I thought it was a foul on wow. Blake Griffin. I know I'm behind, but Blake Griffin. See, dumb foul by. I'm way behind you guys, but
that
was a dumb foul by I'm about a minute.
Blake Griffin. I wish Randall would have that type of court awareness, right? Just that quick one touch, get the ball to the open guy, kind of. And we'll see. I'm not killing him so far, but hopefully we see it this year. That was glorious.
Now you see Noel, right? He tried to take the ball off the dribble. And, I'm not mad at it, but this is part of the reason why I think he plays over Mitch.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's part of the reason why I think he plays over him, because he was able to take the ball from the elbow and make a move to the basket.
He was just boxing out, too. He boxed out a couple times.
And Julius kicks the ball to. I think he got fouled.
We just saw a Julius spin move.
He spun.
We have a sighting. He said we have a sighting,
right?
We have one of 300.
Does Julius Randle look any different to you physically?
Physically?
No.
To me, he looks the same.
Yeah.
I know. What's nice screen and roll to Noel, but Randall for 3 bricked it. I know Tom Thibodeau said he came in shape, but to me, he looks pretty much the same. I don't know if he lost weight or did anything like that, but maybe he was just speaking of guns wise.
He was ripped always, right? So
right.
He has that. When he shoots, he has that same kind of leaning, like tree group looking form to a shot. It's just not. It's not like, it doesn't seem natural, right? It's like a weird kind of push. I don't know. It don't look too.
So the Knicks down.
It doesn't look like Thibodeau's running anything on offense too complicated yet, or trying to force him to do that.
Yeah. You can't. You had a week of training camp.
Right.
I think you got to kind of stay basic. That's where we were talking the other day that some of your teams that's been together longer, they're gonna benefit from not benefit from a short training camp, but they'll be able to play together, right? Because they've been together, so they understand what they want to do and those type of things. Where teams like the Knicks that got 8-9 new players, it's gonna be tough for them,
Right.
It's gonna be tough for them. I'm looking to see though, can these guys be good defensively, man? Right now, so far, they're down 5-3. They look all right defensively.
Killian looks really confident.
Yes, he does.
He looks extremely confident. That's what
Who's
happened.
their backup point guard? Except
Derrick
D-Rose.
Derrick Rose?
No, but except him. He's not like playing the shooting guard.
Trade candidate, right? I mean, he's that's a guy.
Julito, if you mean confident by really, really good, yes. I wish he was wearing blue and orange tonight. I wish he was wearing blue and orange tonight.
But he looks confident with the ball. He doesn't look scared out there, right? He doesn't look scared. He just looks confident.
Just ran a little bit of.
He doesn't look like a foreign player.
He got ahead of us.
No.
I don't know. Missed the shot. I think it was Peyton. But they ran a little triangle right there. That 2-man game on the weak side. Mm-hmm. That's a little bit of triangle. Even though on the strong side, not much was happening, but they did run something there.
I don't know if it's due to sloppy play for being a preseason game, but I just want to acknowledge that we got 4 steals already, man.
Yeah.
4 steals, man. I don't know if it's Tibbs' defense or just sloppy play, but that's exciting to see.
Yeah. They
we'll see if we can lock in. We'll see if we can lock in soon.
I mean, they look like they're D'ing up though. I can't hear the sound because I don't want the sound to come through the thing, but they look like they're D'ing up. I can't hear if the sneakers are squealing or what. But they're playing.
Oh, God.
What'd you say?
I saw Pinson clapping. I don't need to see that, man. I don't need to see dancing and Millie rocking because we made a layup.
Let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys this: if Obi and Killian would have both been there, what do you think the Knicks would have done? Still,
no comment.
I don't think Killian is a Thibodeau type of point guard. So I think he still would have been convinced to take Obi, right?
Yeah,
man. You see who we got starting tonight, man. We got Elfrid Payton starting tonight, B. We got Elfrid Payton starting tonight.
Julian,
does like veteran point guard.
Why did he stop and pull up the 3?
Oh,
pulled another one. Oh, woo!
Let's go, Jules.
My RJ.
RJ, man. I hate that I'm ahead of you guys because I'm seeing it.
Because you're seeing it, right? I know, right?
I'm gonna go crazy when y'all see this stuff, man. I just want to. RJ with 2 wide open missed 3-pointers.
Yeah.
But you see the form though, right? He has more of the flick of the wrist. It's not as janky. No, this is fine. This is fine. Let him. You got to get the air balls out and all that stuff. But look, it's more of a flick of the wrist versus that weird kind of hitch to a shot. So he's definitely worked on it. Definitely worked on like stabilizing his arms and just flicking the wrist with the ball. He's gonna have a lot more air balls. You want to do that, man?
Sink back. How you get that up?
Oh. I mean, right now RJ's taking what? 5 shots?
0 for 5.
0 for 5.
And Julius took the ball off the court 5 times.
You said he what?
Julius took off the ball up court 5 times, bro.
Look, RJ got. He's gonna get buckets. I'm not mad. He's 0 for 3. 0 for 3. 0 for 3.
Mark is asking to be let in the chat, Andy.
Mark trying to get in here. See, I locked it. Let me unlock it. Now let him.
Mark has to promise though not to disturb the chat.
Yeah, Mark can't come in here wilding out. Mark's about to come in here and lose his cat because Elfrid Payton just turned the ball over or something.
Yeah, watch his eyes when he comes in.
Yeah, so far looking at stats.
Yo, die hard, man. You're stupid, man.
Depending on how big his eyes are, that's what we get out of this guy.
Right. Looking at stats, Noel's 1 for 3 from the field. He's got 4 rebounds. Randall's 2 for 3. He's got 2 rebounds. Barrett is over 3. He made a free throw. 50% from the free throw line. First preseason game. I'm not thinking anything into it. It's just the first preseason game. First preseason game, but we don't
look trash though, Sim. We don't look trash.
We don't. We playing defense. We're up 7-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys look in shape, man. I'm impressed. A couple of times on defense, I feel like they've been moving in unison. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been moving towards the ball. All 5 guys are like kind of moving together. Yeah. So I kind of like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always
Let them
good.
play.
And here comes Big Bubba. Big Bubba in the building.
Man, why I love that Big Bubba crap, man.
Oh man, what are you, man?
Low key, I like that name. Is mad funny. low key, that name fits you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was laughing when he called you that. I'm sorry. That's sticking.
It's gonna be funny when your girls call me that, though.
Oh boy, here you go. Here you go.
Yeah.
And now there.
Here we go.
I'm gonna be a little PG on because I had some. I'm not gonna say.
What is Andy? That's the only one I respect. I don't respect none of y'all.
Don't be mad because I got that exotic name, Big Bubba.
Listen. I'm gonna unmute you when you get in a place where we can hear you. How about that? Because we can't even hear you.
You gotta show some ID. You can barely see him on the camera.
Right.
Damn.
Right. Because people by the name of Big Bubba, they do things in the dark that you don't want to know about.
Then that's the exotic name when he goes to his nightly clubs.
Yo,
did you guys? I know you guys are ahead of me, but did you see that pick and roll that Barrett and Noel just did? You guys probably already seen it, already passed, but
you said the pick and roll that who?
That RJ Barrett and Noel did. That may have been the. I gotta watch it again. Hopefully, I could. Do I have this recording?
Yeah, I just saw it just now. I'm even further behind you, man.
I don't think that was a smooth pick and roll, but that was definitely impressive, even though he couldn't get it.
So we got DSJ first off the bench.
Let go.
Yeah.
Man, first off the bench.
I like this guy, Noel, man. Defensively, he is.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He's defensively, he plays, man.
Like he knows when to use his explosion, right? Like he knows when to kind of control himself.
Nice inbounds play. I'm way behind, guys. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
That was like 5 minutes ago.
Me too, that's why I'm over here quiet.
I'm watching a 1970 tape delay over here.
Yeah, it's like Julito is watching the game tomorrow. Guillermo and Ebru was watching the game yesterday.
I'll give y'all the play-by-play. Don't worry.
Yo, Sin, they getting space on the floor, though.
Huh?
I said they getting space on the floor. The plays that they run, they getting space on the floor.
Yeah. So Mitch and DSJ were in.
I ain't gonna front New Orleans.
Oh, God, the spin. Not the spin.
Oh, boy.
Every play.
Sin, my phone. He got one spin in it.
No, that's two, Mark. That's two for the night. That's two.
Come on, son.
Oh my God.
Over under here 15. Over under 15. Over under.
I was gonna say drink every time he spins, but we
right.
We got people
he did spin twice. He spin the first time he spun, he passed it off, but he didn't turn the ball over though.
True. Okay.
He didn't turn it over, but he did spin. He's actually going to the line right now.
Listen, Obi is at the edge of his seat on the bench right now. Just let him in.
Yo, he's getting in.
Yo, Sid,
you gonna get some burn. You know you're gonna get some burn.
This man missed the free throw.
Spins per game.
What'd you say? You said we gotta keep a tally mark. That's a new stat. That's a new stat. We're gonna keep a new stat. How many spins he made per game? Come on, man. He missed both free throws.
Hey, Mark, I already said 15 over and under. Call it 15 over and under.
Bro, that's easy money, bro. That's easy money. I like the defense.
Wow.
They flying.
Wow.
Yeah, they playing D.
They flying.
See, there. I'm just watching Mason Plumlee try to. Come on, man.
Okay.
Just watching Mason Plumlee.
Good defense, Mitch.
Go up against Mitch, and this is the issue with Mitch for a little while, man. Mason Plumlee was able to just kind of push him out the way. He didn't score anything, but he was just able to, bull guard his way.
Come on, bro.
He had his hands up though. That was good.
Obi's in the game, fellas.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Like that happens.
Let's do it.
I'll see you guys.
Mark tripping about, man.
Way behind.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You about to see that three that went in.
He's about to get a defensive 3 seconds already.
Already, damn.
Already, God damn. Oh man.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Goddamn it.
Oh, big Obi on the floor.
Man.
Let's see what he does.
I mean,
Oh, Jules.
Has he looked slightly thinner from his college days?
who? Obi?
Yeah.
I mean,
Looks a little.
he might be a little leaner. He might be a little leaner. You know,
No, he's
I'm
lean,
not playing
Sim. I
Obi.
seen him in person. He's really lean, bro.
I definitely said that defensive three. He's definitely stuck in no man's land. Not good. Now they call a timeout. I guess you guys on commercial break. You guys in the third quarter already.
man. I mean, like, yeah, we like midway through the second quarter.
This is terrible, man. Oh, you guys are not in New York, so they black out these games on League Pass, man.
Yeah, so I'm trying to refresh mine to get up to Julito. You know what I mean? So I can, you know, he's like, oh, Obi's in the game. I'm like, oh, hold up, and I'm gonna wait another 35 seconds before I get to see it.
My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm about to cancel this game now. Over the chat. Over Verizon. It's too expensive anyway.
Right?
Tim, you seen that three that went in, right? Only the Knicks that happens to, bro.
Man, hit the top of the rim and fall in. Come on, man.
Yeah,
now, Obi damn lean, though. I see him in person. That dude is lean as hell, though.
Legs are skinny as a mug, too.
Yeah, he has a good stature. Like he has a good stature, but he's lean.
Yeah.
But that's
but you can still, but he's lean, but you can tell that he's gonna grow and get bigger and stronger.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I don't look at him and think that he's gonna have injury problems, but you never know.
You never, them legs, man, them legs look a little scar, like you could scoff at them. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, I mean, he got, you know, little chicken legs.
Let me tell you something.
You ever watch Snoopy and Little Woodstock? You got Woodstock legs.
It take one of them injuries when somebody fall on you and them legs will go somewhere else.
Yeah. But, you know, those legs, that's the reason why I can jump like that, though.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I can jump, because if you see someone who got, you know, big legs, normally big calves, they can't jump as high.
And they slow.
No, that's not true. If you have strong fast twitch muscles, right? You could, right? If you have big thighs, right? And well, it all depends. I don't know. I've seen guys with like tree trunks be able to jump and dunk, and skinny guys can't lift up.
Yeah.
But in the NBA, it's completely different, though. In the NBA, you got to be in, you know, you got to be in tip-top shape to have, you know, tree trunks for legs and still jump.
Right.
You see Ray Allen legs? Ray Allen got the best legs I've ever seen from an
This conversation is going in another direction. We might need to put a warning for children that's watching.
Oh my God.
So we back.
New season.
Dennis Smith Jr. All right, so we got the young guys in the game. Young kids in the game. I like this.
Yeah, we got Frank.
I like this. And he just banged the three in Frank's face.
Okay, Obi in the post. I see you, boy.
So here we go. I like seeing the young kids, man. Dennis Smith Jr. and Frank on the floor together.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, what's going on? What's happening? What they doing?
I know one thing. A lot of y'all need cable.
Man, don't come in here making noise, man. Come on, man.
Go back into your cave. Go back into your cave.
Prince, don't talk about cave. We ain't been here in 2 years.
Yo, this dude, Obi Toppin, man. We think it's the first play, but
oh man,
I'm excited. Like I'm a Knicks fan, but he looks athletic, man.
That was a good hustle, though. That was good hustle.
Right?
Oh.
Yo, somebody said that Mike Bream and Todd Frazier got more trade value than the team. That was funny.
Dennis Smith Jr. missed the pullback jump shot. But it looked better. I think it looked better. But
we are really nice. I like that. I like that. I mean, I know you guys are way ahead of me, but
that's how you spin move, fellas. That's how you spin move.
Okay, DSJ got a slightly better jump form. That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that pass he made to man. That was impressive.
That's his
Frank's
move.
defense,
That's his move. That's his move.
This is the lineup.
Obi with the terrible. Ooh, that three.
Yeah.
He still remembers.
But you're gonna like the spin.
I'm late as hell. I don't care anymore, man. I'm not letting
y'all. It's game.
You guys are throwing out all the good
I like this aggressiveness, fellas. I like it.
Bang. There you go, Frank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go, Frank.
Yo, y'all telling me right now.
Yeah, the Pistons look sloppy as hell, man. Okay, Frank. All right, come on, Frank. Let's go, baby.
Yo, that's the telltale of the game. The Knicks are very professional looking.
Oh, say that again, Ebro.
Yo,
the Knicks look way more professional than Detroit right now.
DSJ got to take that shot, man. Come on, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Obi is coming for that starting spot immediately, y'all.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, the spacing is wonderful right now.
Immediately.
They're communicating too. The guys are out there communicating really well.
Wait till y'all see this next one, y'all. Wait till y'all see this next one.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. The
Man,
spacing
Obi
is
coming in with
wonderful
energy.
right now.
Jump hook. Kenny Payne's been working on him with the jump hook. Kenny Payne's been working on them guys with the jump hook. Let's get it.
Yo, we are playing defense right now. I'm not even joking. We really playing defense.
Obi Toppin's all over the court. A bunch of turnovers, bro.
Good move, Obi.
Yo, let me tell you, this young lineup, if they play these young guys together, man, they're gonna be excited.
Good job, DSJ.
They're gonna be excited.
That's what I wanted.
They're gonna be excited.
Oh.
Come, yeah, Frank, man, Frank is looking. Frank,
here we go, Frank.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it though. I love it, Frank.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm happy.
Go ahead, Frank.
This the best.
Ain't no Moody, but you know.
A long time.
Oh, y'all in front of me.
Don't do my dog. You know he's unemployed right now. You know he waiting on the unemployment check right now. Don't do my boy like that.
Yo, Prince, where Moody at?
I was waiting on the unemployment check. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Yo, the Prince, man.
That was Frank being aggressive. Okay.
Yeah, that was Frank, man. That was Frank.
Yo,
what? Hey, Gamma, what I tell you?
Obi Top. I'm sorry.
Well, what you tell me?
What I tell you?
What you tell me?
I told you. I think Frank is one of those players that's going to be able to have a breakout year.
Let's go,
I think he can. I hear you. I'm telling you, I think he can. I think he can have one of them breakout years.
What about 3-point Knox, man? How do you like Knox?
How do I like Knox right now? I mean, he had what's he taking? 1, 2 threes. He missed both of them.
He got to get some easy buckets. He got to get some easy buckets. He got to get some easy buckets.
You see the spacing?
Yeah, the Knicks look good.
I like that.
We're coming back on defense, so it looked good because the Pistons weren't getting back. I want to see these guys. I mean, the half court looks look nice so far, but
bro, every move they're making, they have space. It's like they have space that they're making moves.
Yo, we are playing defense, yo. I'm sorry.
It's the coaching upgrade, man.
Sim, where are you at on the timestamp? What's your timestamp?
I'm at 25 seconds left in the first half. In the first quarter. First quarter.
I'm 50 seconds. I'm at 50.
Hey, y'all niggas.
I'm at 40 seconds.
I just want to say this second.
Hold up, Mark.
This second unit came in and turned the entire team around. Man.
Facts.
Hey, nice pace. Everybody want a pace, man.
There you go, Knox. That's what I'm talking about. My guys is balling right now. Knox, nice little pull up by Kevin Knox. Only thing, we just gotta try to talk one at a time. I don't know how we're gonna do it because everybody's excited.
Yeah, but Knox is looking like he's on a mission. He's taking those shots.
Kevin Knox trying to think he Mitch Richmond on that pull up. Jay, man, all right, that's cute. Let's see, man.
Go ahead, Andy.
I'm sorry. I just want to ask him. Do you think that they're the next game? Do you think Tibbs is going to switch the lineup around and see what the young boys could do?
Nah. I think he might. I think he might, just so he can see what's going on. I do think this. I think he's gonna. Might be a good idea to just keep the young guys together, right? Because when you look at someone like Kevin Knox and Frank, I think they'll probably play more confident playing with a group of guys their age, right? And not worried about, can I take this shot? Do I have to pass it to Julius Randle? Can I just play with these group of guys? So I think whichever way, he's probably going to keep those young guys together. Now, RJ's not playing with the young guys, but that's okay.
Yo, what I like about Obi,
I think it's a little bit different though, man. I think it's more so to see which rookies kind of step, because you're gonna always have a mix of veterans and young guys, right? So I think it's to kind of see which guys fit best where in what sets, because obviously he's gonna start to expand the play calling, right? You see little glimpses here and there. You saw like these little, like a stagger screen where you saw the 2 picks by Obi and someone else, and they cut to the basket. You saw the nice play with RJ and
sorry to cut you off.
Right, and you saw a little bit of triangle. So they're going to expand this thing where, and you're going to need your veterans and your young guys. So I mean, it'd be nice to see the young guys keep playing, but again, we're also playing the Pistons in this preseason, and the Pistons look terribly sloppy. So let's kind of temper the expectation. Well, I think it's going to be a good mix of veterans.
I think they will. They're definitely going to mix. It has to happen that way at some point. You're going to mix players. But I think, he's going to try to play some of the young guys together as much as possible, especially if you're looking and saying these guys are the future of the team. Let's try to get them some run together, see what they can do. The Knicks up 22-18 at the start of the second quarter. One thing I am noticing, though, with Frank and DSJ on the floor, it's DSJ running the point guard spot and Frank playing off the ball.
Mm-hmm. I don't like what Dennis is doing. He's holding the ball a little too long.
But I think now he's trying to process more, Mark, where before he just running.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes, like I said, give up the ball, it's gonna come right back to you. It's very simple. It's very simple.
There was a couple of times they had him on the island. I think they did that on purpose, putting him on the island just so he can do his thing.
Hold up. I'm missing out who was saying what. I think Eru was. Go ahead, Eru.
Well, I was just saying that with DSJ, a couple of times they had him at the top of the key, kind of like on the island. So I think they kind of did that by design to see if he can get into the paint.
Okay.
Yeah. He's taking a couple of shots. Right now he's. I don't know what he is. He's taking a couple of shots, but.
Well, what he does?
Hold up, Mark.
He steps back. He steps back, going forward.
Right now it looks like he's trying to facilitate the game.
I like that one pass he threw to Knox on the left, on the right side corner. That little wraparound pass. I like that.
Okay.
I hate this, man. I'm gonna get this 20 seconds later.
Outbursts. I forget that.
I knew something was coming
Tourette's. It's not like Tourette's or anything like that. Focus.
I knew something was coming up. I heard Julito, and I was like, okay, something's happening.
Obi got to the line, y'all. Obi got to the line.
Obi got 6 points so far.
Right,
I think he's 2 for 4.
You can't do this as Knicks fans, man. Yo, Obi tying his shoe. Like, he's going to drive to the line. He's going to draw a foul.
He's looking at you can't break my heart like that, man.
You guys still over here sound like nasty.
Bro, he's the habitual heartbreaker. That's who Guillermo is, bro.
First of all, the prince can say nothing. You still on food.
Look at your screens, fellas. We're going to be seeing this for the next 10 years. Look at your screens.
Yo, Guillermo, you the type of person nobody enjoyed himself but you.
Get
out of here. We want to see Obi buy his shoe.
There it is.
The next 10 years.
And look, I want to say this to Guillermo because Guillermo, he hasn't seen the play yet. right? But he hasn't seen the play yet. But the pass was delivered by Kevin Knox. Everybody got crazy with me. Hold on. No. Yo, look. Yeah. Everybody got crazy when I said I think Kevin Knox can play a little bit of, screen and roll with Mitchell Robinson and guys, and I had to do a video to show it.
Oh, man,
right?
y'all be hating.
Kevin Knox can pass the ball. I'm telling you. These young guys is balling. They up 25-18.
Yo, I was going to say real quick earlier, Sim, like you were saying about the lineups, about the young lineups. I think them cats had a chip on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I think they probably all had a little huddle like, hey, let's go out here and show coach, like, for real. Like, we ain't starting. Okay, let's show them why, why we should be starting.
The way Obi,
I think Obi wants to take over Randall's spot, man. I think he's just like, look, I don't care about trying to treat him for assets at the trade deadline. I want to take this dude's spot, which that's how you should look at it, man.
I mean, he should look at it that way, right?
I think everybody's looking at it like that.
Do you see how he's moving?
I mean, he should be looking at it like that, right? Like,
yeah, of course.
I'm here. I'm the young guy. I want this to be my spot.
I want to eat, man.
I feel like all the players are doing that, though.
Yeah, they should be. They should be. Not all of them admitted it. Only a couple of them admitted that they wanted to be starters, but
Sim, they got
the energy in this game, man. The energy in this game is showing a lot.
Yeah, the kids is playing.
But if you watch the defense right now, Detroit can't get into none of their sets, bro.
Word up.
Yeah, I mean,
He's actually doing a really good job on defense. I know people don't want to hear that. But
So does that mean Thibodeau's defensive philosophy, and like you was talking about earlier, Sim, hey, we're going to know their plays, and you're going to know how to stop them. And it looks like we know their plays, and we know how to stop them.
Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, they're moving together. And I think just right off the bat, it's the energy.
Yeah.
Just playing with energy. Knox, nope.
They're making quicker decisions with the ball.
Get some layups. He got to get some layups.
I think what matters is when we're playing like this, come halfway through the season. You know what I'm saying?
Move, Knox. Good move.
It's anybody can play like this first game when you're
right. I don't know about that. Knox move right there. That's where you want to change of pace for him to stop up.
Yeah.
The momentum was taking him one way, but if he literally stopped, right, those are the type of moves you got to develop because he moves too linear and that was an odd angle. You know what I mean?
Nah, but Julito, I see what you're saying, right? It's the first game. They're gonna have a lot of energy. The first game, even though it's a preseason game, they're gonna have mad energy. Yeah, are they gonna continue to do this when halfway through the season after they've lost 4 in a row? Right. Do they come out with energy and play like that? You know what I mean?
Right. I just like the floor movement, and I like the spacing and the pace. This is the pace I've wanted for so long. They're moving. I love it.
Yeah. Obi is just getting abused in the paint by Okafor, though. Okafor is
he's bigger than him. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's what Okafor does.
Baby right now.
That's gonna happen. Yeah. That's gonna happen, but I don't know. The energy of the second unit, man. That's gonna be one thing. If you have one team that plays with energy defensively, you got to make sure the second team or whatever team comes in and plays with energy again, right? So if now they substitute and the older guys come in, they got to make sure that they're coming in and playing with defensive energy. But here's the thing, right? Both of these units are going to play different styles of games because of who they have on the floor. Whether they're starting or coming off the bench, these two units are going to play a different style of game. Right, the guys with Peyton and Burks and RJ, right? They're gonna play a slower pace.
Because the way this second movement moves, I've never seen it. This movement was the second unit, the spacing. The spacing is what I'm amazed at because it's like we had none of that. Well, and it's like seeing guys making uppercuts.
So let me ask you. This goes back to something I was saying a long time ago. right? Because when you look at the guys on the floor, the only one that, there's only two guys out there that you would really say would scare a team to knock down shots from three, Kevin Knox and Obi Toppin. And Kevin Knox only shot 31% or 32% last season. Obi Toppin is unfounded. We don't know yet, right? So spacing also has to do with where you put yourself on the floor, not just can you knock it down.
Nah,
right?
But the thing is, too, Sim, with Obi, he can take the ball off the dribble, so he's a threat either way. Because when you watch him, he can make those quick decision passes and get the ball back, and he goes up quick. He don't hesitate when he's scoring. He goes straight up.
You gotta watch the game too, Mark. You just I don't know if you missed it or not. But.
I'm watching the game.
Obi with a beautiful pass.
I'm telling you, he has it all, bro. He has it all from an IQ standpoint. He could play.
But we also missed about that pass was DSJ making a cut, man. DSJ has to be more effective off ball, which was good. That was
impressive. There you go. I like what these guys doing, Frank. You guys are gonna see it. Penetrates to the basket, gets it to Mitch. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Sadiq Bey missed the jump shot. Sadiq Bey missed the jump shot, by the way. I know you're heartbroken. Ooh, nice pass by him.
First jump shot. The first jump shot of his career.
I'm just saying Sadiq Bey missed the jump. I'm just trying to help you guys out. I know it's a man, but he's not looking too good. He's 0 for 1, and that's going to be
right.
Look at
it for him, man.
Bum Wayne Ellington. Look at Bum Wayne Ellington. That's bum.
Why you gotta diss him like that?
Yeah, because he did dirty last year with those shots that he was taking.
Mitch knocks down 2.
Sam, I didn't know you was a Sadiq Bey stan, man.
I like that. I like that kid, man. I like the way he plays, man. I wanted the niggas to get him bad. I thought he could help them out, man.
That boy was the best shooter in college, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that kid,
tight
man.
shoes when he was a kid.
I like that kid, man. He is from Maryland, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's the defense, man. Very active.
They're playing deep.
Yo, Sim, they are rotating. That's what I've been talking about. Everywhere the ball go, they rotate. They rotate quick.
They're flying around. They're
converging on the ball.
Payne might be a starting point guard, man. That defense has been very, very effective, man.
Hold up, Mark. What'd you say, Guillermo?
No, I was just saying, Payne defensively. I mean, he's always been a good defensive player, but I think that just looking from here, he looks even better than I've seen from last year. I mean, it's one game, it's but and DJ was active before that foul, right? Very active, hands-on defense, aggressive.
Right.
Now that bum want to make a shot. Oh my God, I hate plays like him.
I don't know who you talking about.
Wayne Ellington.
Wayne Ellington.
It had to be.
Come on, Sim, pay attention to the bums, man. When I get the name.
Hold up. Sadiq Bey is 1 for 1 in the NBA.
I like the kid.
I think that's his first shot.
Huh?
I mean, this is first shot. 1 for 2 now.
1 for 2. My bad. I did a mark. Earlier today,
man.
Earlier today, Mark said, I think the Knicks are gonna go 10-20 in their first 20 games.
Yo, listen, don't my brain in my mouth, bro. My brain moves at a pace I gotta learn how to control it, bro. I'm too hyper.
Now what's going to be interesting though, right? I mean, obviously this is just the first preseason game, but you still got guys. Austin Rivers wants to play. Reggie Bullock. Where's he going to fit in?
Look how Frank plays angles, bro, on defense. He just plays defense so perfectly. The way how he just angles himself.
Ooh, there you go. Uh-oh. Oh. Whew.
Yo, Obi moves fast off them curls, man.
See, another bad thing about DSJ, I don't like him picking up his dribble. That's another thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You have to have that. Oh, nice pass by Frank to. He tried. But
Yeah.
DSJ has, again, more Clyde Frazier, philosophy, man. Never pick up your dribble, especially where you see trouble coming, right? And I think that's the thing. He doesn't have that eternal, like that ever-moving motion. His head just keep the dribble up and keep the head up.
Well, they're running new plays too, so he got kind of stuck on that play.
Obi running the break. Gets the ball back to Frank, though. Frank finds him in the post. I knew that pass was going to... He'll learn. Hopefully he learns from that one right there.
This is Sim what I was talking about, remember?
Yeah. Right, exactly. That cross-court pass. What'd you say, Julito?
I was just saying, I think Dennis looks lost out there, man. I think the game is going a little too quick for him right now. And he just needs to he needs to be able to slow his modem down and pick it back up when need be. He's just not there yet.
Yeah.
They're running new plays too. You got to give credit to that. They're running new plays. Tom Thibodeau's running new plays.
Yeah, on that play where he tried to throw the cross-country pass, someone should have came. You had two guys in that one wing. Someone should have came around to create better spacing. Like, you know what I mean? That's just, bad
on
on
that play when he picked up the dribble, he was kind of stuck in the corner because the guys were making rotations. He was trying to make a pass, but he kind of got stuck, looking behind him.
Damn, this is what I said when we acquired him. He has a hard time playing in a structured offense. He can't read as good as you want your point guard to read.
Well,
and
look, I mean, the thing is, he can get away with those passes in college. He's just got to learn the speed of the NBA. That is not going to be there. And I think he will. What we just saw though is what I'm afraid might happen with him. He got caught out in space against Blake Griffin, and Blake Griffin just went by him that quick. Yeah. Right? And that right there is where I feel like teams are going to try to take advantage of that and try to get him out in space.
What you teach him, what he got to learn defensively is to know who he's playing with. Let Blake Griffin shoot. Even though he became good, let him shoot. Don't let him drop past you, because once he does that, he can either make a good pass or score it on you. So
you saw Mike Woodson talking to him about that too, right?
Exactly.
Mike Woodson was really talking to Obi about that. Yep. And Kenny Payne.
Yep. We just seen both of them guys talking to him.
You see what Woody? That's why I like Mr. Woody. Woody don't play that, man. He giving you the belt.
Woody doesn't give you the belt. Stop it, dude. The dude was freaking playing ISO with Joe Johnson and Melo.
Come on. There you go. I like that.
Your boy should be Bays.
I like
bro.
that.
Your boy should be Bays.
RJ to Nerlens. Nerlens Noel.
RG.
They got Reggie Bullock out there, man.
Get it, RJ. Yeah, that is Reggie Bullock, right?
Yeah, Reggie Bullock out there.
Yep.
Crap, I thought it was Noel. Oh, crap, they
got Noel on the floor, too.
Oh,
so they got Reggie Bullock instead of, what's his name?
Alex Burks.
Do y'all think we see Emmanuel quickly tonight?
I think we will.
I think we will. I want to see him.
RJ Barrett in that pick and roll, man, can be very effective. I like it. Nice shot by Randall, man. I know you guys.
That was a good move. Good shot, Randall.
Listen to Mark.
I guess RJ and Randall are cool now, man.
Man, I've said that since I don't even want to hear that joke.
I emphasize on that one.
When RJ Barrett has a technical shot and Randall comes and takes it for him, let's see what happens.
He ain't coming to take it from RJ.
This guy.
He's not coming to take it from RJ, bro. You can guarantee that.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Hayes, man. Hayes hasn't been really doing anything this game.
He looked good in the first
quarter. He looked all right in the first quarter.
He's a project, man.
Take it easy on Hayes, bro. Take it easy on him, bro.
I just said he's a project. That doesn't mean bad. I'm just saying it's gonna take time for you to see value. He's talking about taking it slow. This guy's talking about, when Obi tied his shoe, bro. That's the first time he tied his shoe in the NBA. Like dogs, like he's gonna do it for everything in the NBA.
We're excited. Take it easy, Gammo.
I would love to see this guy with Jordan Hill, man. Oh my God.
Let me celebrate the pick. Let me celebrate.
Celebrate over a preseason game?
I'm excited. We playing basketball. Relax.
First of all, it's not your team. This is not your team, so we don't even know why you're here. This is not your team, bro. We know who you're rooting for.
Dallas.
I root for a player. Sorry.
Listen, I asked him earlier. I said, why did Dallas tweet that picture with Luka and Boban and say, tell me a better duo, and left out KP?
Oh.
He couldn't say. All Mark did is drop his head. Drop his head.
Bro. But what I say, Sim, I'm riding with my dog to the end. That's all.
Well, the end is soon, bro. He has what, an Achilles and a meniscus? That's not. Or no, he had Achilles, meniscus, and an ACL. That's not.
Wow.
Hey, RJ's 0 for 6 right now.
That's fine.
He can't get a bucket. He can't hit a bucket.
RJ's form was nice. I like the form of his jump shot. Is nice. The flick of the wrist. I like
People
that.
on Twitter right now saying his jump shot broken.
Nah, it's not broken.
They're looking at it because he missed.
Yeah, because he missed. But if you look at the form, he's literally flicking his wrist. He doesn't have that weird herky-jerky, what the hell he's doing last year.
So, I mean, his it's the first game. I'm not tripping. But just looking at the stats, 0 for 6. He don't have any rebounds. It's unusual for RJ. He usually has 1 or 2 rebounds at this point. I think he averaged, 5? I'm looking at the stats right now. I don't think he has any.
He also missed two wide open 3-pointers in a row, and one of them was an air ball.
Listen, I like that stop and pop that he did. I like that. I don't care. I like that. Take it.
Yeah.
I'd rather you take it than
Nerlens Noel, man, 6 points, 5 rebounds so far.
Just scored again.
Been solid, man.
Oh, he just scored again?
And RJ Barrett defensively too, man. He's looking good, man. Again, if you're not shooting well,
and guess what he scored on? Guess what he scored on? A mid-range jump shot.
Yep.
Hey.
A mid-range jump shot.
Reggie Bullock with the 3, man.
So this is where things
that's going to be a guy. I'm like between Reggie Bullock and the other dude, Burks, right? Who's going to play between the two, or do one of those guys replace one of the young guys? And there it is, Knicks up 38-35. Or do one of those two? Do one of those two guys replace one of the young guys?
Oh, why would you do it?
Yeah. So Sim, when RJ having a game like this shooting, you put him right in the post and let him bully his way into the paint. Oh, look at Reggie Bullock. Whack. I don't care if he shot 34.
Boom. There you go. Okay. There we go. That's what you need.
Get him close to the basket. If he's not shooting, get him close to the basket. That's the game right there.
He just hit a bucket close to the basket.
You know what? One thing I like what Tibbs is doing? All the guards who are playing the ball handlers are getting over those screens. Very aggressive on getting those screens.
Right. That's something that we didn't see enough of last year.
Nope. Not consistently at all.
Not consistently at all. That used to bother me. Crazy.
I know.
I just like the pace, man.
Yeah, the pace is amazing.
How many fast breaks got?
RJ is cooking, y'all. I know it's the first preseason game, but
he's doing what he needs to do.
Hold up, Mark.
No, I know it's the first preseason game, first few minutes, but Julius, Obi's looking a lot better than Julius, man. He looks a lot more grounded as a player. Julius is trying to get that low post, Carmelo Anthony ISO kind of, and he's not Carmelo Anthony, man. Obi's doing.
He want to spin so bad.
He does.
He want to spin so bad.
He does. Yeah,
so bad.
Mark, the first time he got the ball, he tried to. I see it in his eyes. He's like, "Should I spin? I don't know."
Yeah.
Get mad at me.
So let me tell you something. If he was nimble enough, because the way Melo does his spin, he's nimble. Like he's nimble on his feet. Randall, when he's spinning, he put his whole foot onto the ground.
Melo has a higher IQ, so he knows when to make the spin, away from traffic, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but his feet work. If you watch his footwork, it's nimble. Like it's very nimble when he spins. Like
no, he's a natural born scoring wing. Randall's not.
Melo, he's got a higher IQ.
He started off as a small forward too. He was
Olajuwon had a nimble spin, bro. He had a nimble turnaround, bro. Randall don't have a nimble.
He also was from Africa and played soccer too.
Damn, RJ with another air ball. Come on, man. You got to knock these Jones.
Yo,
It's the first one. It's the first game. It's the first game. It's the first game. Nah, don't kill him. It's the first game.
I'm not
first
killing
preseason game. No, I know you said they are. I'm just saying.
I don't mind it. Another air ball, fine. But the form looks a lot better.
Yeah, well, you got yeah.
D'Angelo's form looks better with the arms. He still has a slight hitch when he jumps, right? I don't know what the hell that is, but they have been working on it, which I give him credit for that over the summer. That's all. These points don't mean nothing. None of these results mean nothing. It's just
I don't care.
You want to see it change in the
Jordan's like having a hard time to score, bro, and I like the defense.
Hey, yes, they are, because I thought it was going to be a lot easier. I'm not going front.
They having a hard time.
Right. Yeah, that's weird. This stadium is empty as hell.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's gotta feel like a scrimmage in there.
And you know what's weird too? I don't know. At least whenever I go to the Garden and I take those stupid foul shots, the depth perception is messed up when there are no like fans, right? Because it just when I play we play intramural, right? There's usually like a wall or something right there to kind of help me. I don't know. Playing with those, these players are players, so obviously they're a billion times better than whatever the hell I think I am, but. I don't know. I'm just always thinking like depth perception might mess you up.
Facts.
Yo, the Prince. I would love to. If anytime you come to New York, bro, let me know so I can bust you, bro. We can film it. I'll spot you.
He said you speaking facts, man.
He agreed with you.
You get the smoke though. You can still get the smoke. That ain't like you can still get the smoke. Now that's something that we can definitely do.
Still get the smoke. Man, bro, I would abuse you, man. I'll give you 5 points to 15. I give you 5 points to 15, bro. When you're New York.
All right, All-Star.
You see, Gibbo got a new name. He out here new.
Now Marcus. I heard Mark was a little nice, so I gotta be a little bit careful on Mark. But now Mark wants to talk. I heard Mark was nice. I heard you got a little jump
I like your come up, Legion. I gotta call you that from now. There's no more Gamos, Legion, man. I see you, Legion. I see you, boy.
This guy Mark got choked, man. Look at this guy, man.
I love you guys.
We haven't heard anything about Jeremy Grant tonight, man. Jeremy's been quiet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's legit been quiet. Yeah,
they paid a lot of money.
That's one of those acquisitions that might not make sense, man.
Julius, overpaid. Play with a good team.
I agree, Mark.
You do not
he doesn't. Remember when the Pistons signed Villanueva, Ben Gordon, and they signed somebody else?
Ben Gordon came out and said, I should have never took that money. Good for you.
Yeah. That was the worst decision in his career, he said.
What do you say, Eddie?
That was his worst decision in his career to sign the Pistons.
Yo, that boy was like really, really good. The funny thing,
I remember the game he scored 24 points in the fourth quarter for the Bulls.
Not even that, bro. He could have been playing with Derrick Rose. Imagine if you had Derrick Rose, Ben Gordon, Dang, Heinrich.
Yeah, that'd have been crazy.
Come on. That's a championship team right there at the time.
Reggie Bullock is fighting too, man. Alec Burke might be.
Oh my God. Julius Randle will make sure. I'm sorry, fellas.
What do you do?
Listen, man.
He's not passing the ball to anybody.
Yeah, dog. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Oh, man.
Get him out of here, dog. Get him.
Yo, don't worry about what Julius Randle does. His time will come. We're gonna wait it out. We're gonna wait out patiently. We're gonna wait it out patiently.
Wait till y'all see what he just did. Literally, the entire team is waiting to pass to run the ball down the court. He's over his own players, yo.
I want Sim eyes to bleed when he does things like that.
I didn't see the play yet. I just seen the Knicks score. So I'm waiting to see it. I didn't see the play yet. I just seen the Knicks score.
Nice pass by Alfred Payton to Noel. Noel is playing out of his mind right now, man.
Bro, he's just all over the place.
Who?
Cutting to the basket, defending at the rim. These guys won it, man. This is what I'm talking about. Get competition in here, man. Awaken some of these guys, man.
Is Scal on the bench?
He just got cut today.
They waived him.
He got cut.
Oh yeah. He got cut, and then the Knicks picked up a guard.
Yo, Sim, did you see early in the game with Theo Pinson clapping? That dude had to get a cameo, though, right?
Right.
I'm not mad at it. He can Millie Rock on the bench. That's what you could do. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, so in the second half, do we see we gonna see the same players?
I think you'll see some quickly.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front. I know the scoring looks terrible, but the defense was on point. I love what I seen. The rotations was there. When every time the player got the ball by the low post, someone's there making quick decisions. Man, I like what I seen.
They still scored almost 50 for the first half. That's
but they're not
a high scoring game.
Like you wish you'd have seen them a little more efficient with it. It's sloppy. It's just sloppy.
I mean, that's expected though. That's expected.
Hey, Mark would put his life on it that we wouldn't score 100 points a season or two ago.
Yeah, listen. Damn right. Yo, we was crying to score 100, bro.
Yeah. 46-43. I'm at 104. That's where I'm at right now. But the Knicks, man, they're digging in defensively, man. They're digging in defensively.
He's there on defense a little bit. I'll give him that.
If they're gonna dig in defensively, I can deal with any mistake on the floor if they're gonna dig in and play defense as a team.
Thanks.
That's all I want to see this season. That's all I want to see this season with them. The defense.
Make people work. Make people work.
Okay. Now Obi and Randall's in together.
Oh God.
55. It's only 55 seconds and a half, though. It's only 55 seconds and a half. But Obi and Randall are on the floor together.
No, 5 seconds could turn to 2 threes, man.
And there's no center. There's no center. So
small ball. Yeah,
I guess we'll see what they're doing. Yeah, they're playing small ball 5.
I don't know why. I like Blake Griffin, man. People hate him. I don't know why. I think
so you got 2 of your best scorers on the floor, and Elfrid Payton makes the layup.
Decoy player.
You said he's a decoy? Oh, man. I can't wait till we no longer see Elfrid.
Yo, Sim, you know what I don't like
that was
about
a good play, though.
He's so methodical.
You said what?
That was the right play. That was the right play to make.
Yeah, that was the right play. That was the right play to make.
He got 5 assists already, man.
No.
Who, Elfrid Payton?
It's good, but he's so methodical, though, in what he does. And it's so easy to guard him.
Wait, who are you talking about? Sorry, Mark. Who are you talking about?
Payton.
Oh, Payton.
Elfrid Payton. Like the way
Payton,
he plays.
Payton has like one tempo. He doesn't have that, faster, slower. He just got one speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
hey,
look, what are we talking about?
Elfrid Payton can pick up his dribble when he's driving. The only thing is that he can't shoot. So that when he's driving, he's driving, right? He only has really the floater as something else other than a layup. But yeah, I don't think he's like a one-note type of DSJ player.
You making me look stupid. Okay, Elfrid.
Come on, RJ.
I ain't gonna front. Twitter going crazy on RJ right now. They scoffing at
me. I'm telling y'all.
Hey.
He be all right.
Killian Hayes is icing his shoulder. What's going on with that?
Messing with the
RJ
Brutes.
Barrett. You got. Oh,
Killian Hayes is a
good D.
young pup, man. It's the big leagues, man. Where's Derrick Rose going to get traded to?
Where's Derrick Rose going to get traded to?
Because I was thinking that somehow the Lakers would try to pull for him, but they got Schroeder now. Where the hell would he go? I mean, he'd fit on the Clippers, but they don't have anybody really good. They don't have any.
Listen, you know what? Derrick Rose don't want to leave that Midwest area, man. So
I don't think so either. I think so too. I think him being close to home.
Yeah, he wants to be, Minnesota, Detroit, Milwaukee, Chicago. He wants to be in those areas. I don't see him going anywhere.
For a team that's rebuilding, right? It's really about what the team wants to do, right? And he's going to have value. So
the Knicks are up
trading though. They're trading.
So the Knicks are up 48-47 at the half. All right, let me see. I'm gonna start with you, Andy, and then we'll just go around. I'm gonna go Andy, Guillermo, Julito, Eru, Prince, and then Mark. So Andy, what do you think? What do you think so far? I know it's the first preseason game, but what do you think?
Yeah, like I told you before, I was looking up on the rotations, and as we saw and as I was thinking, Thibs swapped guys. I was thinking he's going to do in pairs or threes. He like subbed in almost the whole, second squad. So we saw how that's going to work. And at the, end of the second quarter, he tried to mix it up, the first squad with the young guys. Even we saw Obi and Randall for the last 55 seconds. We couldn't read anything from that because it was like 2 possessions and they didn't even get the ball to their hands. But, it's a 1-point game. Let's see how it's, I'm betting you that in second half, we're going to have more mixes and matches with these guys. It's not going to be like 7 minutes of the first squad and then 7 minutes of the young guys and then just a little bit of mixing. We're going to see way more mixing. Yeah. So...
Yeah. Guillermo, what you think, man?
Oh, so thoughts so far. I got so many stupid notes. So RJ Barrett, I thought he looked good going to the basket, aggressive, good court awareness, passing. I think the form, I know he's missing a lot of shots, 2 air balls, but I think the form is much improved. He's flicking from the wrist, a lot more compact in the getup when he's actually shooting Noels. Looked really good on help defense. Really active, moving in space. I would say Frank looked really good on that 3-pointer. Really nice form, driving to the basket. Got fouled. Obviously, didn't get many minutes. Knox also looked good on the mid-range he had. Nice little pass to Obi. Obi looks, as explosive again to the rim. Definitely that shot's going to get a lot more tighter. Only person I would say give me causes for concern was DSJ, just because he picked up his dribble. The shot, it doesn't look as janky, but it's still it looks like he's not really too comfortable. And also, lastly, Peyton. I thought Peyton did really extremely well on defense. Was active, preventing pick and rolls, was harassing on the help. The dude, I think he wants a prominent position for the starting lineup for the season. So he looked really good. Really good.
Yeah, Julito, what you think, man?
Yeah, it's exciting to see a team be athletic, run up and down the court. They're playing defense, like we said earlier. The first, but maybe 5 minutes, we had about 4 steals. That's different for a Knicks team. Obi is like Legion just said, man. He's explosive. He is what we thought he would be. He's passing the ball. He looks confident. Him being 22 and playing 2 years of college is showing. You know what I mean? He's not nervous playing against a Blake Griffin, playing against these Jeremy Grants, who Jeremy is probably one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. He's not nervous at all, and that says a lot. I agree that DSJ does look a little shaky. It's a lot of work that needs to be done, and I think it's really mental with DSJ, with him getting out of last year's turmoil and all that he went through. I want to see him really get a lot more confident. But to see Knox and Frank out there playing aggressive, they had a few turnovers, but to see them playing aggressive and going to the basket and trying to at least score for Frank, seeing that it has me excited, man. And to hold them, the Pistons to 47 points in the first half, it says a lot. So I think there's a lot of room for improvement. But it's good to see this.
Yeah. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Eru?
Well, for me, I'm not looking at it as like individual stuff. I don't really care about the what they're doing, individually. But I'm just looking at the way they're coached. They're definitely way more professional than I've ever seen in the last few years, as far as like the team as one whole. And I keep putting my hand up. The 5 fingers, these guys are moving together like a fist. You know what I'm saying? Every time the ball swings, everybody's turning that way. And they're converging on the ball on the inside. And what I also noticed too, and every time they make a pass, they're letting the guy receive the ball, and then they pounce on him. You know what I'm saying? So, but they've been getting caught a little bit with that too. But if I could bring down something else too, like Obi, Reggie Bullock, those 2 guys to me are standouts to me as far as just the way they're playing within the team. Obi's been all over the place, hands and eyes on everything. He's always attracted to the ball, and same thing with Reggie Bullock, man. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing from the team concept, because Thibodeau seems like he's really has his hands locked in on his team.
Yeah. Prince?
Hey, like I said earlier, I just really wanted to see good basketball from us, and it looks like we playing for each other. We moving together like Eru and Mark's been saying all night. We haven't seen the Knicks move like a defensive unit in forever. So I mean, to see that on game one, that's means Thibodeau has been speaking to what he wants us to do, and that's run. We've seen that, like you was talking about earlier, Sim. They ran when it comes to transition, and the pace has been great. Spacing has been great. It's just one thing I would like to see, maybe if we can get some easy buckets. That's what I was saying about Knox. Like, get a couple layups, a backdoor cut, easy dunk, because that makes the basket get bigger, and then shots will start falling. Same thing with RJ. Like, get some easy buckets. Get to the foul line, knock some free throws down, and, hopefully that bucket gets bigger for him in the second half. But right now, I can't ask for much more. Outside of, like I said, just find ways to get easier buckets, continue to play good, cohesive defense, and hey, let's hopefully get a W tonight.
Yeah. All right, Mark.
You already know, man. They get the ball and they're pushing the ball. I like the space and the pace. I like the rotations that they make it defensively, and I just like that they're paying attention to what Detroit is trying to do offensively, and they just breaking it up. So it's making Detroit. It's hard for Detroit to score. So when they're scoring, it's about like loose balls, a lot of loose balls are happening, and again, like easy basket by the rim. But that's just good defense, deflecting the ball and stuff like that. I like what I'm seeing just from a defensive standpoint. But what I want Tibbs to do with RJ now, since he's not shooting well, put him closer to the basket. Get him a few plays. That's where you get him a few plays close to the basket and let him feast there. And then he'll get more. I don't think his confidence waver, but it would just get his game a little more open when he's scoring easily in the cup. That's what I want to see.
But see, this is where when you have a really, really smart point guard, they know, listen, RJ's not cooking. Let's find a way to get RJ some easy baskets close to the bucket. You know what I'm saying? And, that's when you need that kind of point guard. I don't know if Peyton thinks in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Like is thinking the game that way, or is just playing to, this is what Tom wants us to do on this play right here. We're going to do it. And you want him to follow what the coach says, but sometimes you just got to be like, we got to get RJ to rock.
The coach wants you to see what he can't see.
Yeah, exactly.
Coach can see something, but you as a point guard, you have to do what's necessary on the floor. Whatever the defense give you, you have to make it work on the floor. You have to. And the thing with those 2 point guards, they're thinking, they're holding the ball a little too long when they don't have it. Just give it up. Give it up. Because the ball is swinging. I like what O did when he got the ball and he made that half court pass.
Yeah,
I know he got it, but that is good. That's something good to have because he's going to get double. When he gets better and better, he's going to get double because he's quick enough. And he's going to be strong enough to finish in the cup. Mm-hmm. So he ain't hurt right now. And he's fast, man. He's fast.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you where obviously I'm impressed with Obi, right? Obi Toppin, not taking crazy shots, takes smart shots. He's got 5 rebounds. I like that. He's got 5 rebounds, right? Because that's one area where I was like, is he going to be able to rebound? He's got 9 points, 5 rebounds. But I'm really impressed with Nerlens Noel. And just looking at the way that I know, but for his career, he's another guy who hasn't been able to break out. He's 26 years old. He plays defense. He's got 10.6 rebounds. He's not afraid to go off the dribble. He's not afraid to pull up the mid-range jump shot. Mitchell Robinson, I think you already lost your starting spot. I'm sorry.
No, Sam, you know what's so crazy? He had a $70 million deal from
I know. I think
this guy hates Mitch.
I don't hate Mitch, but
guy hates Mitch.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is there anybody in this chat right now that thinks, from looking at what we've seen so far, that Mitch is going to start over Nerlens Noel?
One preseason game.
Yes, because I can see the difference in the way that they play in one preseason game.
Wow, this guy hates Mitch.
I don't hate Mitch.
I'm with Sim. I have to say, I'm with Sim.
Yeah.
I don't hate Mitch.
I told you guys before that Noah's going to be starting, and I'm not even surprised about his game now.
I think Noel is just a more mature version of Mitchell.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Hold up, Mark.
No, and it's simple that Mitch, if he doesn't step his game up, that Nerlens is going to take his spot very easily. He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And now he's shooting that mid-range shot. Oh, man.
But think about this, Sam. It's good for Mitch to come off the bench and learn. That's it.
Nah, it is. It is.
To me, it's not simply about ability, too. He was out there leading the defense, too, leading the charge, talking, pointing, and stuff like that. That's something that Mitch doesn't do. So he definitely has a learning curve, man. You know?
And then, just in situations of the game, he just has the experience. But, like with everyone else, I like the defense that I've seen. All guys moving together. It seems like everybody is obviously we can't hear it, but it seems like they're communicating with one another. And they're digging in defensively. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They're down. They're down in a defensive stance. They're not standing straight up. Like they're digging in defensively and offensively. They got 10 turnovers, right? But it looks like to me just there's a little bit more control though on the offense. Like they have an idea of what they want to do. You know what I mean? And, right now they have some rust and things like that. But I like what I'm saying. And then you still got a guy that you can.
Points we got?
I'm not sure yet. I have to check it out. And then you still got another guard that can come in and give you something with Austin Rivers, that can add more of that basketball IQ, more of that defense, too. Let me get you a phone call. Caller, you live. What's popping?
Hey, how you doing? This is Kenny again.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you feeling? How you feel about what you're seeing so far?
Very sloppy, but at least we got a 1-point lead. Obi looks very active out there. He's getting a lot of nice easy baskets. His athleticism is impressing me so far. R.J. Barrett looks terrible.
Yeah, it's the first game, man. He's having a rough one, but it's the first game. The first preseason game.
Yes, yes. I remember last year in the summer league, his first couple games he struggled, and then he started getting it on. So I guess for him, he just, he needs to heat up that motor a little bit.
Yeah, and also think about, you're talking about him coming in. All right, Obi's coming in. He's a rookie. He doesn't know anything but the way that he's come in this season in the NBA. This is his entrance to the NBA, right? You talk about RJ, who last year played some summer league, and then he came in, had a longer preseason. Now this switches it up for him. So, it's a little bit different for RJ coming in right now. I'm not worried about RJ. He'll be all right. I'm not worried about him.
No, at least at the rim, something mentally is bothering him. Hopefully, he could get it together. I'm sure he will be all right too. But
honestly, I don't think anything mentally is bothering him. I think it's just he's just not hitting the shot. You know what I'm saying? First preseason game, we'll be out. We play again Sunday? I'd expect him to come back. He started scoring at the end of the half though.
He's a rhythm player.
So I think he'd be all right. What I want to see in the second half is I want to see RJ. I want to see them take one of Frank or DSJ, put him on the bench for a little while, and let RJ run with the young guys. See what that looks like, right? Personally, I'd like to see it be Frank and RJ, and then Knox and Obi and Mitch. But either way that they decide to do it, I just like to see RJ run with the young guys. For a spell. But hey, my man, I appreciate the call, man.
You want to see him run with DSJ and Frank with RJ? You want to see those three together on the court?
We can see those three together on the court, but I think RJ's gonna, they probably keep him at the shooting guard spot. That would mean that he's playing at 3, unless they're deciding to go small. I
want to see what Emmanuel quickly could do.
Yeah, he might get in this half. Let's see. I'm interested to see who plays this half and what they do coming out. Right now, I'm looking at. It looks like the same lineup is about to go out there.
Same lineup, yep.
Yeah. But hey, my man, I appreciate
RJ this year. We need RJ to step up. He's the one that we need. He's the one that's going to pull his team to victories. Nobody else is going to be able to do what he's capable of doing.
Okay.
He's a star. He got to step up. I'm rough on him. He's doing terrible, man. Step up,
right.
RJ.
He'll be all right, man. It's the first preseason game. He'll be all right. Hey, I appreciate it, man. We're going to go ahead and get back to the game. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your time.
No doubt.
I'm trying to choke slam RJ.
As soon as the second half starts, man, we got another spin move. Drink, fellas. Soon as the second half starts, man, another spin move. Just go on and drink.
Well, you know what it is? He got to get it out the way. That's all.
I mean, he didn't turn over. He didn't turn it over. I give him that. He didn't turn it over. He don't have no turnovers this game.
He held the ball for entirely too long.
Sam, it has chances of turning over. That's why we don't want him to spin. That's what he's
I get it. I mean, but it was a spin move in space. He didn't spin in the traffic. He was going one-on-one.
I mean, the only thing I say is that I think that Tibbs, because they're not really running any complex anything. It's a lot of ISO with some of the guys at the top. So, I mean, the spin was kind of unnecessary, but it was like, I mean, they're playing a lot of ISO and then kicking out to the perimeter once the defense collapses. So it's not,
I mean, the thing is, what I'm looking at, he did that spin move, right? That's, I guess that's the move he uses to try to get past somebody. He doesn't really have a shimmy or nothing like that, right? But he didn't force to try to say, well, I got to force to make this happen, all right?
Right.
He tried one move, he didn't get it, he got it out of his hands.
Yeah.
I will say the spin move was totally unnecessary, though. It was like really
it probably wasn't necessary. But like I said, that's his move to try to get past somebody. Because I don't know if he has any other moves besides bullying somebody over.
The thing about is that you do the spin once you get for Randall, do the spin move right when you're like near the basket where that one spin move gets not where you're at the top of the key and you're just like,
So you do this. No reason. Yeah, you do the spin move when you dribbled hard one way and you make the defense commit, and then you spin back the other way. But you got to make sure there's not traffic there.
Good pass,
and he's too big. He's too big to make himself small in traffic when he does the spin move. That's another thing. You have hold up, Mark. You have smaller guys that can spin in traffic, but they can make themselves small. Right? He can't make himself small. He's too big. Go ahead, RJ.
That was a good move by Randall. Sam, I ain't gonna RJ. Push the ball, quick pass. Okay, boy.
Tibbs with a quick timeout already. Julius.
Oh, okay, RJ.
He leaves a wide open.
I'm telling you, RJ with a nice mid-range.
Oh, Tibbs is cursing him out.
He's cursing him out. That's what he needs.
Cursing him out.
That's exactly what he needs.
Cursing him out.
Yeah, I seen him call Tom. Yep. That's exactly what he needs.
Yeah.
Randall.
He leaves him wide.
Look at Tibbs. Look at Tibbs.
What is Randall doing?
What are you talking about with him?
That was a bad turnover, though.
That was
It's a bad turnover.
Scream on him.
And then this is what Randall does that could, take the energy out of a team. He will lose the person he's defending and then get mad when you don't switch over.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying?
Composure out there.
And then gets mad at RJ, and then RJ's the one that's getting screamed on like that wasn't your man, that you got lost in transition. Like that's what Randall does that makes us not like him.
And see that's where Tibbs has to come in. But we seen Tibbs screaming at him, right? Like Fizdale would get on Frank or Knox. He would get on the guys that he was not afraid of. I don't want to say it that way, but he would get on those guys, right? He didn't touch Randall. He didn't touch Peyton. Probably didn't touch RJ. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs is going to get on him. And I would like to see now they come out of the timeout and put Obi in the game.
Yeah.
Hold on, Sim. I told you about Tibbs.
Say, hey, you know what? You're not going to make the rotation. You're not going to play. This is the time to do it right now. Put Obi in the game.
Yep. Sim, that's a man right there. What Tibbs just showed, he yelled at him. I love that. Oh, yeah. Only a real man going to take that criticism. If he can't take it, I don't want you here.
Yeah,
Because it be plays like that. It be plays like that where it can change the game.
It can change the game. It can change the game. You know what I'm saying?
And
it can change the game.
It also takes the energy out of the team.
Yeah.
RJ, I can imagine, doesn't want to feel like he's getting screamed at because of your mistake and you didn't even try. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, you know.
Right. You know. So I would like to see Tibbs sit him down. All right, you missed the rotation. Sit him down. Put Obi in the game.
How many minutes in the game?
It's 9. How many minutes left in the third?
Yeah.
9 minutes 37 seconds.
Yeah, you're not gonna take him out yet. Probably around like the 7-minute mark.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not talking about taking him out for rotation wise. I'm saying taking him out because he missed his defensive rotation.
Oh, okay.
Right?
But
because he didn't rotate up, you know, to get whoever it was that shot the ball. I just missed. They just showed the replay.
It was Blake Griffin.
It was Blake Griffin.
His reaction was poor too.
So this is what he did. There was Blake Griffin there, and there was another guy there, right? Blake Griffin had the ball, so he was saying, "I'm in between guys," right? But the bottom line is, you go get the guy that has the ball.
Yeah.
You know
that was bad communication with him and Burks. It was Burks the other guy.
It was.
Burks messed that up too.
It was bad communication between him and Burks, right? So they didn't know who was supposed to get who, and they were kind of caught in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, somebody just has to say, "I'm going to go get the ball, the shooter," right? And whoever's closest, go get the shooter.
And the thing is, you can live with mistakes, but I mean, if you make the mistake, you can't be turning around going like this, you know, because you're breaking up the whole communication that you guys are having there.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I agree and disagree because I know if I'm caught in a situation where I got to decide which one to go, I'm gonna say, hey, I need help here. You know what I'm saying? Like who's going to be here with me?
You can't be chastising you guys in front of everybody. If anything, pull guys together. Say, yo, where were you? You know, keep it in the team thing, not to be like to make it like you're just standing there doing like this and everybody's watching. You know, you got to get your team together. That's leadership. There's no leadership there.
Mm-hmm.
I love when teams just keep yelling because we need it.
Oh, missed that.
Yeah, I didn't like that Alfred Payton 3. That actually like it was on him.
Alfred Payton took a 3?
He took a 3, bro.
Oh,
Steal though. He got a steal.
Burks for the 3.
This is the wide open layup.
I'm way behind you guys.
Back to his old ways.
Yo, Alfred Payton always surprises me with those dunks in the lane.
Yeah, because he moves at a pace. His pace is decepting, really.
Oh. And this is what he's talking about when he say Mr. Layup. Bro, I had a team, right? That all night, there we go. Nerlens Noel with the assist. I had a team that all day long could press. And we'd get 5-6 steals in a row and make one layup. It used to kill me. Yeah, I mean, but I knew like our defense was going to be stellar. Nobody was, we stopped teams from getting the ball up the floor, but we could not score. We had to play that kind of defense.
I ain't going to front Sam. I think Noel could stay. He can stay here. Dude,
changes up after one preseason game. Oh,
I love it.
Now we're at the halftime, Guillermo.
Yo, I mean, you can't front though.
Yeah, but not yet.
He is hooping.
He's just active, bro. I don't care if he's just active. He's moving. He's just doing the right thing. I love it.
And he's not fouling stupidly.
No,
like Mitch does sometimes. He goes up in the air and stuff.
Pass the ball. There we go.
Yeah, see, he got the foul, but you're not paying on the other side cutting. You got to look up for that. That's when you pick up your dribble. You got this anticipation that your boy Payton is cutting the baseline, right? Pick up your dribble and make the pass. Look, bro, what are you doing? And you turn around. Why don't you turn around the way?
Yeah, you're right about
Randall, get your act together.
Hell no.
That is beyond dumb. That's just not smart basketball.
Randall's get him out the game, man. He's just not playing good, man. Get him out the game.
Yo,
I don't know.
We got some young guys to look at, man. Get him up out of here, man.
I mean, you know, you can pull them out, but they up 9 right now. And you coaching, you got to make a decision.
Yo, Detroit can't shoot the ball, bro. And this is what I said before the game. They can't shoot the ball.
I mean, Detroit, you know.
The pace.
Look at Randall. Yo,
why would Randall turn away from the basket when he's right there? Just put it up.
Y'all see what I'm talking about, man?
Oh my gosh, this dude is weird. He's a mental.
Yeah, he's a mental midget, man.
Yo, bro, he's right at the. Why would you do a fadeaway?
I don't know, man. I mean, you know, that's a shot. Yeah, I think y'all pulling that strings for real.
Yo,
I feel like y'all pulling that strings. You know what I'm saying?
The big man got to go straight up, though. He got to go straight up.
There are people out there that have all night been playing worse, and people are pulling that strings. That's all right. I'll let y'all have it, though.
No,
I'll let y'all have it.
DSJ did not have a good night.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Right? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and have it. I ain't gonna say nothing. RJ been throwing up bricks all night. And nobody, everybody. Oh, it's this, that, this, and that. All right.
If Randall takes a good shot and it misses, right? It's like he took a good shot.
No. But RJ's taking some bad ones too.
No, it's okay.
He's also
RJ has taken some bad shots. He took a 3-point shot on a fast break that I felt he should have went to the basket because he had the lane to the basket, and then he got it back and pulled another 3-point shot, and it was an air ball. But it was like, but his form was good.
That's open. That's not.
Yeah. Okay. Right. That's how people want to. Bro, hold up. No. He was on a fast break where no one in front of him. He could have just went to the basket. And he pulled a 3, and then it came back to him, and he shot.
The defense got back, but the defense got back when he took the second shot. So that wasn't a bad decision. He just missed the shot. It was an air ball.
Right. To me, he could have pulled the ball back out, or he could have went to the basket because the defense closed out on him. He could have went past him.
Yo, Gambo,
but that's okay. Go ahead. That's okay. Go ahead.
Constructing parts of the game that never happened.
No.
But Randall gets the ball right at the basket and does a fadeaway away from it.
Hey, go ahead. I mean, sometimes people take a shot. It wasn't a bad shot. He could have took a better shot.
Yeah,
it wasn't a bad shot. It could have been a better shot. What I'm saying is people going to pick at strings. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. Go ahead. Pick at strings.
He had the highest usage probably out of anybody on his team in this game. He's being featured the most in this game.
Go ahead, pick at strings. He's taking 7 shots. I'm looking at the stats right now. He's got 4 assists. Hold on. Time out.
He's probably had the ball in his hands the most out of any other player for this game, right? Let's be honest.
Really? Hold on. Check it out. This is what people complain about. This is what kills me. He's got 7 rebounds, the most on the team. He's got 4 assists. He's got 2 steals, right? And he's 3 for 7 from the field.
But hold on,
but he's still made like 4 straight bad plays.
The reason why we're
Go ahead. Oh, he's 3 for 8. My bad. He's 3 for 8. No, what I'm saying is people look at. But what I'm saying, people want to look at everybody else, and everybody else can play like shit. Everybody else can play like shit. Okay. I'm not standing down because we got people out here that got 2 or 3 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Have taken worse shots, not shooting as good, but go ahead.
Only came at who? DSJ. I didn't come at Randall. I said Randall's playing good at halftime.
One at a time. All I'm saying is I see people pulling at strings. But go ahead. I'll let you pull that strings.
Bro, we was all waiting to pounce on him.
I know. That it don't matter. It don't matter what happens. People are gonna pounce on him.
Listen. It's okay, bro. Just stand down on this one.
No, I'm not standing down because it just makes no sense to me that, when someone's on the court, every little thing that they're going to do, but if someone else makes a mistake, they like,
And no one got him on his rebounds. No one said anything else about the rest of his gameplay. He took a bad shot right at the rim, and he faded away.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Watch the game.
He was close to the basket.
This guy's making up RJ Barrett had a fast break. Come on, Sim.
Bro,
he missed the layup, right? He missed the layup, but that was a good take.
But it wasn't. It was off of a screen and roll. But what I'm saying is, Everybody else has made mistakes on the floor. The only people pull strings at is one player.
So when the Randall thing just happened, right, where Thibodeau was screaming at him, I pointed out that it was Burks who also had the bad communication, right?
I'm not talking about just you. Why? I'm not talking about just Guillermo. Yeah, You're not the only person here.
I'm going with myself.
Right? I'm not talking about just Guillermo,
Tom Thibodeau
bro.
chewed him out. Tom Thibodeau agrees with us too. He was chewing out Randall also.
Right, for that play. But hold up. But see, this is the thing. I also said that Tom Thibodeau needs to chew him out. I said that Tom Thibodeau should come in with Obi Toppin. I said that. But what I'm saying is every little thing is not going to be perfect from any player. But, we pull at strings for him, but for somebody else, it's cool.
Guys, just to make Sim feel good, that was a nice pass by Randall.
No. You don't have to make me feel good. What I'm saying is, everybody wants to pile on like that. You know what I'm saying? But,
Gregory Castillo says, fight this Randall propaganda. Thank you. Fight against
everybody wants to pile on that way because it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes down to it, RJ is 4 for 12, but his form is good though.
Listen, he's
not rebounding the basketball. But hold on,
it wasn't a bad shot. Like,
can I talk? Let me talk. Can I talk? Right? RJ's not rebounding the basketball. He's not really getting any assists. He's got the ball in his hands.
Yo, you know who's worse than Randall? The freaking Detroit City Dancers, man. I'm watching on the Detroit channel. They freaking suck, man. They got some raggedy looking chicks on that team, man.
Yo, Sim, somebody by the name of Andrew Jones in your chat, he said, yo, you related to Randall, bro. I say you related to Randall, bro.
This is Godfather. He's on Randall's Godfather.
Yeah. That's cool, Andrew Jones. I'm just saying. I'm just looking at the stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking to see what I see.
I think RJ's the baby and Randall's the outcast.
Yeah. The redhead stepchild. The redhead stepchild.
Obi is the baby. Obi is the he's the guy. We know
and
that.
It makes it worse that now we want to see more Toppin and Randall is coming in between that. So now we really don't like
it's really gonna smack him.
Yo, listen.
Yeah. I wonder what Amari Spellman is doing right now.
We know what we're doing.
He's trying to
get the right person. He's trying to get the right person in the spot. That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Jay, let's up 11, man. Listen, we can talk all this, but at least we up 11, right?
We up 11, exactly. Well, we up 9 now, but yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Right there.
When did we become so bougie, fellas? Before we argued when we were down 20, now we're up 11.
Now we up 11.
Now we critique everything.
Oh, bad play.
We in mid-season form right now. We in mid-season.
That's what I'm saying.
Good defense right there. I don't know if anybody caught it. DJ used to play some really good defense until they made that pass and burst.
I didn't see it. I just seen RJ. Making penetration with the pass.
20 seconds ahead of me. My
RJ's looking good this second half.
RJ, that's a man move.
RJ's looking really good this second half, y'all.
Let's go. Mitch with the block.
Please say it again. Julito, say it again for Sim, because he wants to make up fake scenarios with RJ.
Why
Barrett.
do I want to make up fake scenarios? I said all half. You just heard me talk to the dude and say, hey, he's a young guy. He's just playing. This is the first preseason game. Yeah, I'm just not going to be unfair with my criticism.
Oh my
scenarios though.
I am going to criticize everybody. I'm not going to be unfair with my criticism.
You say scenario, I say scenario.
Look at RJ again.
Told you he's looking good this second half.
Pull up.
Topping back in the game.
Oh yeah.
Young guys, get the young guys back.
So we got Frank.
Was that Mitch or no? Oh, that was Mitch. Was that Mitch? Oh, that's Mitch. My bad.
What the hell was that jump shot?
I don't know what DSJ, man. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was a tough pass. I mean, nice pass by DSJ. Good. I want to see Frank, man. I do want to see Frank.
Frank is out there. I just don't think Frank and DSJ out there at the same time is working.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a preseason, but I want to see quickly in that DSJ spot for that second unit.
I want to see that.
Yeah, me too.
Right, they probably come in the fourth quarter if it's like got to give him some time.
Yeah.
I don't know about
that's a travel by Frank. I don't know if that's a travel, man.
I want to see if Tom Thibodeau, like right now they're trying to use DSJ as the point guard, right? To facilitate and run the floor. And you heard Tom Thibodeau in his interview say, we're trying to get him to run his team, this and that and the other thing. But I'm starting to feel like, the best move is to let somebody else do it and just let him play off the ball and play his game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so too.
You saying you want him to do that?
Play DSJ off the ball with someone else running the team and just let DSJ play. And
you think that might have DSJ exposed because he can't shoot yet?
He's exposed right now.
He's exposed. Yeah.
Sim, I'll give you this. That one play he had, I forgot who passed it. But he did cut to the basket.
That was Obi. That was Obi that passed it.
Oh, that was Obi. Yeah, that was Obi.
But I just feel like his talents are being limited by trying to force him to facilitate, and you're not getting the best out of him. That's just what I think.
Yeah,
that's his only skill though. Not to facilitate, but to have the ball in his hands and try to make the decision. He gotta go to G League, man. I'm sorry, bro. I know everybody likes. Obi was born in Brooklyn. Salute to that, man.
DSJ with a 3. DSJ with a 3.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Make us go up 13.
I want to see that
That's
damn
good.
jump shot.
That's good. I want DSJ to do well, bro.
Yo, Mitch.
You see boy Knox? Knox almost had the alley.
Yeah.
But I'll give it to Knox. He's pushing the pace. He is pushing the pace, man.
That's what I want to see from him.
Okay, boom. Okay, it looked good. The
All
three
right,
looks good.
Let me see
It looks good.
All right, I'm way behind everybody, man. But
yeah, I'm way behind too. I'm in 132 right now.
Oh, go ahead, Mitch. Get your spot back, Mitch.
Our defense is looking good, Frank.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. He kind of like, you know what he does? DSJ is kind of like, I don't say he's rushing it, but he's trying to make all one motion really quickly.
Sam,
right?
you seen how Frank just intercept Derrick Rose? Did you see how he just slowed him down?
Who? Frank, what?
Yeah, when Derrick Rose blew past Dennis Smith, Frank was right there.
Oh, right.
We had to get that down pack, man.
Toppin got a nice little finger roll thing.
I think if he would have took one step, it would have been a better layup.
Yeah.
But once he spun back, he almost didn't have no choice but to go in the air. I don't think he could have. He could have.
Yeah. I think he picked up his dribble a little too early. I mean, he probably could have bully balled it a little bit into the lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say.
I like the conversations at the free throw line. They're having a conversation. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy Grant still he's a disappearing act, man, for all that money.
How much did he get paid?
$60 million for 4 years. Congratulations.
God bless him.
Congratulations.
God bless him. Christmas is gonna be good in his house, man.
You should have never touched that money.
ESJ with a very strong move to an easy layup.
But guess what? If Detroit want to throw me like 3 first-round picks, I'll take them off your hands. So those 3 first-round picks are
okay, DSJ. All right.
So he called out a play and ran.
Let's see this. Let's see. Julito didn't hype this one up, so it's probably not that impressive. But let's see this one by DSJ.
It was good. It was nice.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was a jump shot. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a jump shot. All right.
Oh no.
That's
basic pick and roll.
So I noticed.
Guillermo, because you're 2 possessions behind, bro, not 1.
Big old Mitch.
Yeah, boy, hey, Mitch is trying. Hey, I mean, Nerlens Noel's still up right now, but Mitch is playing out on the perimeter. Okay, Mitch. All right, Mitch.
Mitch up body look big right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Is DJ winded? Come on, DJ. You shouldn't be huffing and puffing, bro.
Hey, Tom Thibodeau said, he wants him.
That's a tough pick and roll, man.
You gotta push that pace.
Yeah.
They fouled Mitch, man.
Yeah.
They got.
He took off the mask. Put the mask back on before you get fined or something happens.
Yeah.
Yo, he said, what the F was that?
This dude's facial expressions, man. Goodness,
I like Tom Thibodeau because he don't sit down.
Yo, let me tell you, Nerlens, y'all can say I hate Mitch. I don't care. Nerlens Noel is cooking. I mean, I know he's not in the game. I'm just looking at his stats, man. 14 points, 7 rebounds. Only got 1 block.
He got 14 points.
He's got 14 points.
And what?
5%?
My boy.
He's played in 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay.
Yep.
He's cooking.
He's cooking.
No, well, it's good. It's good for Mitch because he don't have to have all that responsibility.
That's true.
It's okay.
He also played a lot. He also played the majority of the minutes though. So we got to see. Maybe second game they played.
Guillermo, they didn't even run a play for him.
Who's that? No, they ran plays for Northern Wells. They did run plays.
They didn't run a play for him.
They ran a play. RJ Barrett literally had a play. We had a pick and roll Northern Wells, but the pass I think got intercepted, or he couldn't get the alley. But they run a few for Nerlens Noel. But he also moved well off ball, right? Where I think was it Randall Obi where he went through the middle, caught the ball for a dunk. So, but again, he's gotten the majority of the minutes over Mitch. So we'll see.
How many fouls?
Because I know Simmons. Look at Simmons smiling.
Yeah, he's got the majority of the minutes, but I don't know if Mitch would have done what he's, I don't know if Mitch would have. I don't know if Mitch would have done it.
Does Mitch look a little slow to you guys?
Got that from his old agent, man. It's been all down.
Nah, he looking fine, bro.
Root. I was gonna say the same thing. Like, I don't know if they not connected. Yeah. Like on the alley oops and stuff. That he's not his footing ain't right. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I feel like he's not getting his feet underneath him getting up. He's not getting up fast enough.
Or maybe it's that they know what Mitch is gonna do. They know they're gonna they know it's gonna be that alley oop. So
they're taking his feet from him. Yeah.
Those alley oop passes kind of sloppy though.
Hey, Guillermo. Hey, Guillermo, that harmonica broke, so ever since then I've been down on Mitch. No, I'm joking. I
was about to say, I can tell when he gave it to him, like, this might be some cheap type of lesson, and of course. But if Mitch has like 6 agents, so you don't even know the guy was, good or not, or
Ooh.
Oh, good block by Knox. Gotta do something though, Frank.
I want to see Frank against your boy Killian.
He's guarding him now, right?
Defensively.
Yeah, your boy Ellington with the ball. Ooh, that was a bad play, Ellington. I know Mark loves that.
You expect?
Yeah, Knox. Let's go.
With that block.
Your boy Knox is looking good, man. Knox not looking too bad. Not too shabby.
Oh, they call it a block.
Mm-hmm.
Did they call a block?
They call it a block.
They call it a block?
Free throws is the name of the game, man.
Ooh, nice block by Knox. Knox on defense. Okay. Oh, he got a Euro step. It's not a Euro step. It's like,
I hate them. He can go stronger.
Close to something. Okay.
Now he got to work on
Knox with a little Euro step on a fast break. What?
Yeah, it looked trash though. I didn't like that.
I mean, it's trash. It looked like a local step. I mean, it's something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could have just went straight through. He didn't have to do the Euro step.
Yeah. Oh, he could have dunked. He could have just jumped and dunked on him. Personally.
Got to make them free throws.
Yeah. He definitely changed his jump shot a little bit.
No, it's the same, bro.
Obi Toppin and one.
That's the man.
This is how you do
it. Who we know just messing up, yo. This guy, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Pistons make that comeback, man. He's gonna call it out, man.
My bad.
Nah, you good. You good. I don't give a damn. This is preseason.
Damn, you seen him when shot?
And then Sim does a massive P run after, man. This I gotta get better.
And look, and wait till he gets stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And DSJ is terrible, man.
Ooh, you see, Obi Toppin spin moves have purpose, and you see them every spin move was
nobody said Nobody said that Obi did a spin move on the left and then to the right.
Yeah, I know. Nobody said that, but but he did it under control.
Versus random spin moves, man.
But
he also spinned off the body too, which that's what you're supposed to do.
He tried to gather himself.
But
thank you, Errol. Thank you, Die Hard. Thank you.
But he did it under control.
Lord.
Yeah, he tried to gather himself, bro. That's all.
Team got to make foul shots.
Yeah, I don't want to be one of those teams that shooting like 60% from free throw line, man.
Yeah, they could.
We gotta shoot better.
They could be that. They could be that team. We're gonna find out. They could be that team.
Look at Frank. Frank is just causing this kid not to get what he wants.
Killian is trash to me, man.
Oh my gosh. Listen.
Yo, yeah. You said Killian is trash. Who said that?
Yeah, man. Like he just drove baseline, lost his footing and stuff. I mean, I don't see nothing
Frank
good about that kid.
Up for what he wants to do.
Oh my gosh, you guys are. Oh,
look,
that's a foul.
They got to stop going with this. What you call it right now? Because teams they're crunching that. They're not letting Mitch get alley-oop to the basket. They're crunching it down, and it's a turnover every time.
Dwayne Casey don't let you get in the paint. His defense.
There you go, Frank. Yeah, they're killing that.
Boston. You see that?
I know.
Playing Frank a lot more ball.
I know.
Good
They're playing him a lot more off ball.
Good shot, Frank.
He's like nice, Frank. Oh, okay. All right, Frank.
Good shot. Good shot by Frank.
I see you, baby boy.
Frank is playing good. I give him credit for that.
Look at Wayne Ellington just want to shoot. Go ahead. Look at him. He's a boss. Thank God we didn't pay $8 million.
Mark is a fool.
Getting mad at still getting mad at Wayne Ellington. He don't even play for us no more.
Because you no, man.
There's a lot of fun by the way,
Frank.
guys.
Okay, Frank. Oh, okay. Good defense, Frank.
Come on, Mitch.
Damn. Boy, Frank wants it, man. Yo, let's go, Frank.
I hope the chat is enjoying live games.
Frank is putting Killian on the clamps.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
He can't do
I can watch that
anything.
all night.
Yeah, he is. He's like, oh, we got another point guard come out of France. Watch this.
And they got a good relationship too.
Hold my beer.
Exactly. He's like, nah, I ain't letting this kid get nothing.
Look at him. He can't even get over the screen.
He can't do nothing.
Can't do anything. Frank got his hand in his pocket.
Man.
Oh,
That's what it's
DSJ.
supposed to be, man. That's what it's supposed to be, man.
Look at that. Frank got his hands in his pocket.
I love that.
D him up, Frank.
Get out of here.
Oh. How they call a foul on that?
That's what you need to push, Sim. When you got the defense backing up like that, Dennis Smith needs to push. Look at Frank. Oh, my God.
But look, this is what I was talking about before, right? When you talk about Frank Ntilikina. You know, people always talk. But hold up. People always talk about, well, if he doesn't show something this year, do you give him another contract or whatever? What I'm saying, in my opinion, you give him what he's worth. And if you look at him now and say, you're a defender, so this is how much we think you're worth. Because I feel like you need his skill set. If he's going to end up being just a defender, then he ends up just being a defender. Cool. But I think you need his skill set.
Man, he's showing a lot in this game, though. He's showing a lot.
They can't run nothing without their point guard.
Yeah, you gotta keep Frank right now. That defense looks nice.
And
he's making the right offensive play too.
Guys, and not to mention that Frank's defense doesn't show up on the box score because he's just clamping the guy. If he pokes the ball away and stuff, it's basically a steal for another Knick, but it's not for Frank, right? And deflections, disruption, and stuff like that. That's Frank's game. So
I like that one play where Derrick Rose had beat Dennis.
Come on, Knox.
I want to see him run more pick and roll with Obi. They're playing Obi a lot on the perimeter. I want to see him use pick and roll with Obi.
Because they want him to dive. They want him to dive from the sides to open up the floor.
Come on, Knox.
I like that play. That was a nice play they set up for Knox, though, even though he missed.
You see, I don't like Dennis Smith defense. Using your hands, bro.
Timeout by the Knicks. Yep.
I don't care. What Frank did tonight is the best thing. I love it.
Yo, Ron Cleveland's trying to say what's up to you, Sim. Man. It's Knicks saying what's up to you, Sim.
Ron Cleveland, what's going on with you, bro? How you feeling, man?
He got 300 subs, Sim, in a week.
Big Ron Cleveland. What's the name of his podcast again?
Man. It's the Knicks.
man. It's the Knicks. Big shout out to Ron Cleveland. Let me see what we got going on here.
Right we can't trade that. I'm sorry. We can't trade that. Sorry.
Nah, I mean, I think you, even if you're keeping him just for his defense, knowing that he's not going to give you buckets, man, I think you need that kind of defense out there on the floor.
But he's been playing good on offense, though. He's been getting into space, hitting that mid-range jump shot, making the right play offensively. So, I hate Frank, but he's been playing really good today, man. He's been playing really good today, so I give him credit for that. I give him a lot of credit.
Well, that's all he needs to do. It's the mid-range shot.
He's only taking 2 shots, though.
Yeah, but he's getting into the right space in order to create offense for everybody else. So I like it.
I mean, I think he always does that.
Yeah. Look at this trash, Scott. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. You see it?
I can see it.
Look at that. That's what I'm seeing on my screen, man.
I see. I got the same thing. I got the same thing. I know.
I can throw a roll of quarters at that girl, man. Jesus Christ.
Andy transforming right now. I see you, Andy.
It's getting cold, 3 a.m. I'm getting tired. That's why my body's...
You in Poland. What do you expect with that tundra up there?
Andy, I didn't know you were in Poland. That's amazing, man.
Bro.
Andy is the man.
I got my Knicks warm-ups on.
Yeah. Andy is in Poland, and he's on all the streams. It's crazy because everything is opposite. It's crazy.
6-hour difference, so it's 3 a.m. now.
I thought you was in Brooklyn, Andy.
What the hell is going on? Jesus.
Yo, nobody in here rep Brooklyn. Don't speak of Brooklyn in here.
I'm from Brooklyn.
We don't mess with Brooklyn right now when the season's hot. Where
you from in Brooklyn, Julito?
Flatbush. It's Julito.
Julito?
It's all good.
Yeah.
I love Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn.
Flatbush, okay.
No, we got beef.
I'm not a Brooklyn Nets fan at all by any stretch of the means.
Straight up.
So,
Mark, no one cares about Queens, bro. No one cares about
Queens. Your man's over there in Brooklyn pulled the fast one on us, but we got something for him.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? My bad, fellas. Noel has 10 points, not 14. I was looking at the plus minus. My bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Out here padding stuff.
Anybody that goes against Mitch.
Mark, I'm a huge fan of yours. DSJ is competing. DSJ is competing. I'm excited.
Was it a phone call?
That's Latrell Sprewell is, I don't know. Wait, what's this guy?
Oh, that was
He's the American Dream. Latrell Sprewell. You're saying that to you, Mark. He agrees with you, Mark, which is
Mark, I'm a huge fan. I appreciate your passion.
You hear that, Mark? You hear that, Mark?
Tell him to repeat himself.
He said he's a huge fan. He appreciates your passion.
Yo, listen, man, I love all the fans. It's all for entertainment purposes. I love you guys. Just call in. Don't be scared. Speak your truth. I want everyone in this all 900 of you. Call when you have the chance. This is the season.
DSJ looks good tonight. I'm excited by DSJ. He's competing. I understand
DSJ looks big. DSJ looks good.
He's competing on defense. I didn't see any competitiveness on defense last year.
Let me tell you what is impressive to me tonight, and not just Nerlens Noel, but when you look at the scoring right now,
85 points.
Right. I mean, but I'm looking at R.J. Barrett 13, Noel got 10, Peyton got 10, Obi Toppin has 11. Who's next? Smith Jr. has 7. Alec Burks has 7. Julius Randle has 6. Frank has 5. Right? I mean, you got good balanced scoring.
Yeah,
and when you look at, and then when you look at the shot disparity right now, right? R.J. Barrett has 14. Randle has 9. Peyton has 8. Alec Burks has 7. Obi Toppin has 8. Noel has 6. Dennis Smith Jr. has 6 shot attempts. Frank 2. Kevin Knox 4. Right? I mean, that's if that's the way you're gonna play, that's the way you're gonna play, right? You know, that's moving, sharing the ball, and the Knicks are shooting 51.5% from the field.
Yo, Sim, if you just seen Frank on the last play, he's making these point guards give up the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot go nowhere.
Yeah, I give him that credit, man.
I think Thibodeau made the right decision starting Noel. He made the right decision starting my man Noel. He's been great.
Yeah, he made the right decision.
Of course, Sim is going to say that. Of course. You could freaking start Odin Polonies. Oh yeah,
Odin Polonies.
I think it's locked up.
Odin Campbell. Like, all right, come on, Sim. You touching me, man.
Obi pulled a 3.
You know his 3 step. It looked like he's shooting with a arc.
Yeah, he's got good arc on it. I mean, it was online. It just was a little bit, it was online.
It looks strong.
Huh?
I said his shot looks strong.
Yeah, it was online. How many? He's only pulled what? 1? No, 2. Two threes. He's 1 for 2, right?
Yeah.
The Knicks are playing hard still. They're still playing very hard.
Bro, every rotational play, bro. It is pretty to watch right now.
Yeah. What you say, Guillermo?
I don't think Obi made any 3 tonight, right?
No, he made 1 in the first half, I think, at the top of the key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did? Oh,
yep.
crap.
Yeah,
I love that Tibbs called timeout.
I thought he did. Maybe he didn't.
Right, I think it rimmed out. I think both his shots look good, but I think they rimmed out.
Okay, maybe it did. It did. It did. He didn't make it.
As long as he's not taking
Nice bro.
Don't you love Tibbs' passion, man? First game in the preseason, and he calls timeout when somebody doesn't get back. Don't we miss that here? Love it.
You gotta love it, man.
Damn right, caller.
Muscle memory in both the physical and the mental, man. You gotta make sure you're making dumb mistakes.
Who told y'all that?
What's Mark talking about?
I don't know. I have no idea what Mark's talking about, right? Like, everybody's talking to Mark is just like chirping in the background. I don't know what he's talking about.
I remember people saying Tibbs don't hold nobody accountable.
Who said
he holds
that?
people accountable. It was just Punk Carl Anthony Towns.
Who said
the story?
Oh.
You have to put them girls out their misery, man.
Yo, Ewa, you're not letting go these Detroit dancers, man.
Man, they're terrible, man. They got the uniforms from Rainbow. Not
everybody can be a Knicks City dancer, man.
Yo.
Jesus Christ.
You got these girls. Man. What a shame.
Man.
Gotta admit it, fellas. When I was a kid, I was a Knicks City kid, man.
Hold on,
really?
Your boy.
You was a Knicks City, okay?
Hold on,
year and a half.
He exposed you.
Huh?
My boy Andy exposed you. We already know what you about.
I knew that, Julito.
Scary. What the hell? That is scary, man.
When I go to some of the games, man, they pull it up on the screen sometimes, man.
Listen, bro. We all get caught slipping. We all get caught slipping one time in our lives.
That's Jay-Z pulling what's it called up on the screen at Summer Jam. He pulled Prodigy up at the screen at Summer Jam.
Come on, man.
Brooklyn's known for people getting light. So
we just got 5 rebounds in one play.
Oh, Randall's teaching Obi? Look at what the hell is this? I'm way behind you guys, but wow.
No, I see what you saw. It was kind of
now you're back.
Come on, Frank.
Stewart's in the game. Stewart from Detroit's in the game.
Oh, Isaiah Stewart.
Back up.
Yeah, they better guard the paint because that Stewart kid is really relentless.
Oh, nice play by Frank. Frankie. What the? Mitch, what the hell is this?
Look at Mitch.
Let's go, Frank. Oh, okay, they snatched it from me.
Obi has to.
At least it was aggressive move by Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Give up the ball. Every time I see Frank on somebody, they just give up the ball. Give up the ball.
Obi needs
pull it, Mitch, pull it.
With the cross-court passes, man, it's not working. I mean, he'll learn that.
Yeah, he's got to learn it. He could get away with it in college, but he's got to learn the speed of the NBA, man.
Yeah, he said that about that. He said,
"Yeah, see, Mitch don't want to take." Well, I mean, Tip probably didn't give him the green light like that, but still,
yeah,
Mitch, all that stuff in the summer, man. I didn't see no shimmy, no God, sham God. Come on, man.
Right.
All that stuff he be doing in the summer is useless, bro. Come on, man. Garbage.
They sat Knox and DSJ down.
Who they bring in?
Reggie Bullock and Alfred Payne. Excuse me.
I want to see.
It looks like Tom Thibodeau is doing these rotations like regular season rotations.
Yeah.
At this point in the game, you would think he would say, "All right, let me bring in quickly," or some of these other guys.
Right now? I want to see RJ with this unit.
That's what I wanted to see.
Here you go.
Cross court passes, man. That's 2 in a row, Obi.
Yeah, he's gonna have to learn that.
2 in a row.
It's not there for him. It's not there for him.
Toppin reminds me so much of Amari. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I know. Body size and everything.
Run pick and roll with him. They didn't run no pick and roll with him.
The game was shush. You shushed him again.
Huh? What
you shushed? You shushed Mark again?
Oh. No. I just seen the Obi pass, and I was going.
I was about to say that 2 shushes in one day.
Right.
That's the third time you've been coming after me. I ain't saying nothing.
I couldn't get on the Zoom with y'all, man, but I was dying when that happened, man.
2 shushes in one day, man.
What can I do when he's the moderator? I can't do nothing there. Well, I say my piece. But I watched you 3 times, Die Hard. You came at me 3 times. Next time, I'm gonna hand you turn right.
Come on, Frank.
It's all love, man. It's all
Gotta
love.
get strong with the ball, man.
That's all love, bro. I love when people joke on me. It's funny.
Yo, accept the fantasy league invite, man.
Oh yeah.
I'll do it tonight.
Damn, Arrow got you. What the hell?
Hey, Julito, you want to get in the fantasy league?
Yeah, sure, I'm down.
I sent. I got the link, right? Yeah, I'll send you the link.
All right. Bet.
What about the Prince?
Yeah, have y'all done y'all drafting yet or not yet?
Nah, I think is it next Friday?
Yeah, something like
next
that.
Friday, something
on the
like
18th,
that. It's like a week. It's like a week from now.
But the Knicks play that night, so if you guys want to change the date on that, that's up to y'all. The Knicks play that night.
Bro, Tim, this dude EJA in your chat, tell him to go somewhere. Go find another chat. If you don't like what's happening right now, go find yourself another chat to listen to.
Who we talking about? Who we talking about?
Now, EJA in the chat. I'm watching the chat room. He trying to talk slick. So I'm talking back to you. If you want a boring stream, go find it somewhere else.
Yeah, we cool. I don't even know who we talk about. I haven't even seen what he said.
Don't worry about it. I'm just handling my affairs right now.
All right.
They think they safe.
Yeah, the Prince, you want to play the fantasy?
Yeah. Send me a link.
I know down. Put it in.
You can't draft Moutier unless he's on a team, by the way. Just hope you know.
I understand.
Yeah, the Prince. Don't think
I'm well aware of that. I'm well aware of that.
Don't think we forgot about you and Moutier. You left,
bro. My boy is getting Donald Trump unemployment checks right now. Leave him alone.
Listen, I was trying to.
Wait, so hold on. Let me ask the Prince. Who's your next project that you're gonna ride with? Last time
we ain't got no time. We ain't got no time for no projects no more, dog. We did the projects. It's over. My boy Fitz said he was gonna what did he say? We gonna get you right, kid. He didn't get it right, so we're done with that. Moving.
Yo, on God. Yo, we really hate Fizz, bro. Fizz, yo, I know front.
You know what sucks about this, though? You know what sucks about this? That there's no summer league, right? So you can't even see some of the young guys like Powell and probably Manuel quickly, right? It just sucks that these guys were really – because you have to use these games to kind of get guys warmed up, see where the guys that you looks like you will play. So
game shape.
Guys like ED and there's
call
no
the foul, ref. Let's go, Frank.
Like that, we got Peyton.
Catch the ball, Randall.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Frank, golly, what the hell?
EJA said, Mark, you talking big on the stream. All right, we just gonna dead it. We just gonna dead it.
Yo, EJ,
just dead it. Just dead it.
You can see me in real life, and my mouth is the same, bro. Don't you play with me like that.
Mark can be quite vexing. Mark can be quite vexing.
I'm like,
what's up with these free throws, man?
Oh, shoot.
I'm like this in real life, EJ. You heard me?
Let's go, Frank.
Right now, the Knicks are, what are we? 8 for 18, 9 for 18 or whatever from the free throw line, man.
Terrible, man. Terrible, Sin.
Gotta shoot better. Gotta shoot better.
You gotta make teams make the pay for hurting you or for following you, man.
Exactly.
Gotta make the pay. All right.
By the end of the game, we need to get to the line at least 25 times. 24, 25.
Where we at right now?
18.
18?
We took 18 free throws so far. 9 for 18.
It sucks because we're up by 13, right? I would love to see like late game situational right? It just sucks that we're up, but because you got all the young kids. I mean, you got Rand. Oh, no, you got no. You only got Frank, who's really so cool.
They just took Frank out, so and put RJ back in.
Yeah. They put him RJ. Yeah. I think Frank is gonna have a spot for this team, man.
I think
Listen,
so too.
that defense he's playing right now, you're damn right. I want him on the floor all the time, especially when you're going against elite point guards.
Yo, Latrell Sprewell is the American Dream is asking, what's your Twitter handle?
Who's Mark with 2 O's?
Who's Mark?
WHOOSMARC. Give me a Twitter. Come correct though.
You ain't know?
I do fight the back. I'm telling you, if you follow me on Twitter, you cannot be sensitive. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that sensitive talk. I'm just being honest.
Hey, Mark be cussing out like New York strippers, like all type of stuff. Like,
I'll be throwing my little humor around. That's all. It's just humor. I be playing.
Oh, yeah, I seen that tweet too, man. That was crazy.
Oh.
I was just being.
Let me see if I can find it. Right? Oh, it's not.
What did I say? Because I don't remember.
You said something wild on there, man. Oh my god.
It was probably sarcasm, though.
Oh.
Oh my god.
See, Payton's communicating. I like that. Communicating to RJ. Make sure you get whoever that got into the corner. Payton's gonna be working hard to try to be in the starting lineup, man.
It's Guillermo. It's his
that
job.
3-point shot is so terrible, so flat.
But why are we still in the 80s right now?
Because we can't score.
Look at Randall. Look at Randall's.
If I say something against Randall, I get in trouble.
You can say whatever you want.
Wow, Payton shot 2 threes from different areas and they hit the same part of the rim. Like that is amazing. I say your boy Sadiq Bey, man.
Shot? He should never be shooting the ball. Seriously.
He gotta shoot it.
Nice. Pick a roll to no.
I mean, if you're open,
you know what?
You gotta at least let it go. He might not make it, but you at least gotta let it go.
Yeah, this is where Tibbs need to get RJ in the action. Get him in the action. Let him score.
RJ is trying to unbreak his shot, and that's the issue. You need to get versatile with your offense after a while. All right, like you're saying, you're not getting that paint, man, and go to work. You're bigger than that. Whoever you're playing against, for the most part.
But you know what, too? He's playing with Randall, and that's where he operates. So it's just like I said, he cannot.
But they can move. They can move people around, right?
Yeah, you can play on the opposite side of Randall. You could definitely do that. I mean, RJ. I mean, the threes weren't falling. Again, he's working on a shot. You know, he's drove to the basket. He hit a mid range. He's shooting threes, right? So I think RJ, not to give him any excuses, he didn't look that. You know, he looked good in spots, but I don't think he's like holding back his offense. It's,
Look, he started off 0 for 6. He's 6 for 14 now.
Wow. Okay. No L.
Damn, I'm still in a stupid Kevin Hart commercial, man. Damn it. I hate this, man. Damn it, man. Wait, who's he though?
Yo, Sim, honest to God, I hate Wally Zerviak. He be smiling. He be smiling too much for me, bro.
You hate these?
I wonder what Alan Hahn's gonna say tonight about Frank.
Oh man, Alan Hahn be getting on Frank too.
Yeah, he hates it.
He be getting on Frank too.
I mean, I'm tired of getting on Frank. I waste a lot of time.
Bad pass.
The Wells is trying to eat.
Yo, Mitch ain't getting his spot back. It ain't happening.
Who? Nerlens Noel?
Mitch ain't getting his spot back. Not this season.
Why?
I mean,
dumb decisions, man.
That was a dumb decision.
Yeah. He went right to the double team. I mean, no damn sense.
Oh, here's it.
He picked up his dribble. Like.
He's just being Randall, Gammo. That's all.
I hate to do it, but can y'all imagine Cade Cunningham with this team, man? God damn.
Listen.
There we go. Come on, RJ.
If we get them two.
Nice move. Nice move.
Man.
If we get Cade Cunningham, that means this season was a waste, a wash.
If you can get a guy like Jalen,
not necessarily.
Jalen Suggs is right there, bro. Oh, RJ Beasley. Stop playing with my son. Yo. Oh, he did it.
Oh,
yo, RJ Barrett just told my little son, yo. Oh,
wait till y'all see it. Julius Randle.
I gotta rewind that.
Oh, no.
RJ Barrett.
Random moment. We got the Julius Randle moment of
the night.
Right there,
it is coming, y'all.
Okay, let me see. I'm about to see it right now. Oh God! Now,
Julius Randle.
All right, that was horrible. Yeah, that's the moment of the night right there. That was horrible.
And we only up 6 now. Look at it.
That was horrible.
Oh my! He tried to spin.
No, he didn't try to spin. He tried to put it between his legs and go past somebody and fell.
That's the same move he did against the Nets for the opener.
I can't believe we didn't make it to 90 points, man. Come on. We got to.
He's also, people talk about Obi, but Randall's also very too top heavy too, man. Like, he doesn't have good balance.
Moves, bro.
Rebounding. Get it. 13-point lead, 6-point game right now. Luckily, it's only 50 seconds left in the game.
As long as we got the dub.
These
we was in a drought. We couldn't score. Look how long we did that.
I'm playing with my son RJ Barrett. What is he? 7 for 15 tonight?
7 for 16. 7 for 16.
Oh, 16.
And with it.
Stop playing with my son, RJ Barrett. Stop playing with my son, RJ Barrett, man. Come on.
Yo, this can't work, bro. This Elfrid Randle situation just can't work, bro. What the hell was that?
Talking about?
As Randle makes an and one shot at the foul line, which you should be doing a lot more.
Okay, Randle. What you thought?
That's what I'm talking about, Tim. If he took the more of those shots at the foul line, I have no problem with that. Just shoot it right there.
They call Randle Crash Bandicoot.
If you look at Randall's percentages, I think like within the foul line,
Crash Bandicoot.
They call Randle Crash Bandicoot.
Somebody called him a fidget spinner. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I seen that earlier.
Fidget spinner. That was a good one.
Oh boy.
Yo, so we got Theo Pinson to basically be our cheerleader on the bench, I see.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, he's better than the Detroit's cheerleader. He's better than the Detroit's cheerleader.
Look at Theo. He said, "Yo, I'm about to get back tonight. I'm about to Millie rock to the cash checking place."
He walking around giving everybody a dab.
Dab. All right.
Come on, man.
Let him live. Like, I didn't do shit. I didn't do anything.
Let him live.
Yo, low key,
Let him live, man.
Throughout the day, he gonna be on the train. Dancing.
Y'all grimy, man.
You gonna be doing Showtime on the train, you said? You gonna be doing Showtime.
I ain't gonna fry every time they come here.
Yo, Harold, you stupid, man. I heard you, man. Stop. Yeah. Try to compare him to the freaking.
I'm not raising money for no basketball team.
I hate it. Oh my gosh, man.
Let me ask you a question. You remember when we was in high school and like you wanted to get home on the bus, and then there's the one stop where someone get on the wheelchair and everybody just roll their eyes and just scoff at people like that. Yo, people are so messed up.
Or fake sleep.
That's evil.
When you see a pregnant woman come on the bus.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people do that crap, man. You guys are terrible.
Yo, people are so messed up. When people see wheelchair, they be like, come on, man. I'm trying to get home.
Somebody in the chat just said we need Fizz back. All right, now.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
They bugging right now. Who's that?
You need a soda?
German Hurtado. Come on, German.
I ain't gonna front in that fourth quarter was horrendous.
Back. Oh my gosh.
That fourth quarter was horrendous.
And that's our rotation players against their bench guys too.
Oh, salute to Siobhan for the super chat, man. Thank you, bro. He says there were some good takeaways this game. Yeah, there are a lot of them.
Hey, you know, my guy Sadiq Bey got 9 points on the night.
Oh my God.
God bless the family, man. God bless the family.
And 9 points.
He didn't look bad. Sadiq Bey didn't look bad.
3 for 11 from the field. He shot 8 threes.
I didn't even see that. I mean, it's fun. I think he'll probably get warmed up. He's gonna get a lot of opportunities, I think.
He shot 8 threes.
That's what you want to do.
Randall with a last minute three.
If he makes half of those, they're winning. This is not a game right now, right? So.
Nah, this fourth quarter was horrible, Sim. How much the Knicks scored in this quarter? But it was horrible.
They scored 13, 14 points in this quarter.
Oh, it seemed like they was in the 80s forever, bro.
And Tibbs is pissed about something.
Yeah, because look at Randy.
Execute, Mark. Wasn't executing. No execution.
The shot clock was running down. What you want him to do?
He said what Randall was doing. Come on.
Shot clock was running down. What
And he
was supposed to do?
And he made it.
I'm like 30 seconds behind y'all. That's why.
Randall, he makes the shot at the time when we coming down on him. He's smart.
Like he can hear you.
Feels the energy.
He's smart.
Yo, let me see.
Thibodeau looks pissed. This dude Thibodeau looks pissed, bro. Maybe I don't know if he's at the refs or at the team. He looks pissed.
Yeah, Mo, this quarter was horrible, bro.
I mean, they scored 16 points this quarter.
That's pretty bad.
The best quarter was the third quarter. They scored 16 points in the fourth.
That's the quarter I said. We got to start winning the third quarters. And they did it.
Yeah, they won the third quarter.
They're about to get cursed out in that locker room.
Yes, they are.
They know it. You saw their faces.
That's what they need.
They knew it.
Unlike your
they're going to get
24 turnovers tonight.
Jesus Christ.
And what they shoot the line? What, close to 50%?
I think they shot
around 50%, which is freaking awful. Oh, my bad.
47.4% from the line.
Oh, my.
Man.
I think.
Oh, hell no.
That's not going to cut it.
That's got to improve.
47.4% from the line.
From the free throw?
Definitely. From the free throw line, yeah.
Oh, hell no.
They're 9 for 19. 9 for 19.
Nah, they need to get yelled at.
Yeah. Gregory Castillo said this feels like the Battle for Cade game. Come on, man. Let's not think about the beautiful yet. Let's not talk about cool King Cade Cunningham yet. Let's worry about these Knicks. All right. Let's not jump ahead to one of the greatest drafts of all time that are coming up next year. That the Knicks should probably be taking for. But let's focus about tonight's game and let's take it one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? Please.
All right. So
like I said, it was good. in the third quarter. We saw things that they did well, and get the main suspects doing what they do best.
Let me start with this. What do you take from this? All right, looking at the minutes. R.J. Barrett, 29 minutes. Julius Randle, 29 minutes. Nerlens Noel, 24. Alec Burks, 17. Payton, 27. Dennis Smith Jr., 20. Mitchell Robinson, 21. Obi Toppin played 20. Frank Ntilikina, 19. Kevin Knox, 17. Reggie Bullock, 12. Right? I mean, just looking at these going forward, obviously they're going to play some other players later on in the preseason, but I feel like tonight he played it as if, like, this is my rotation for the games.
Yeah, Alfred minutes need to come down a little bit, Sim.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. Not
so looking at who you had, Austin Rivers ain't playing. Who are you playing instead of Elfrid Payton?
So what I like tonight, what I seen from Frank, I like what I seen just from a defensive standpoint. He took point guards out of what they wanted to do. So I think Frank. What was Frank minutes?
Frank played 19 minutes.
That needs to go at least 22, 23, especially for what he could do on the defensive side. That's where Elfrid Payton's minutes need to come down a little.
I don't know.
3 minutes
because Frank had 0 assists. Elfrid Payton had 7.
There was such thing as a hockey assist. He had a lot of.
I mean, there is.
Yeah, he does a lot of that. Yeah, he does a lot of that. The ball is just moving when he's on the floor. So it's like he's not going to get those assists because Elfrid holds the ball. So it's like.
Yeah, but Frank was being played more off ball.
Exactly. That's a
totally different role. Elfrid Payton was probably our best point guard tonight in terms of getting the ball around, getting the guys when they're pick and rolling, seeing the open guys.
Anchoring the defense.
This day, as much as people want this year to win, he had a lot of sloppy passes, right?
Yeah.
Passes that it's a guy, whether, I know there were some fouls on Mitch that they probably didn't call, but as the point guard who looked the most fluid tonight, it's probably Payton. Everybody else, I mean, terrible, but
listen, he was 5 for 11 from the field. As a matter of fact, besides Nerlens Noel, Reggie Bullock shot 66.7% from the field. Elfrid Payton was tied for 3rd for his field goal percentage.
26 minutes a game is good. Not going on 30. 30 is too much for him. 26 is cool.
He played 27.
Oh, he played 27?
You said 26 minutes is cool. He played 27.
I thought you said 29. My bad. I thought you said 29.
26, 29.
I mean, 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
30, 31, 32.
I mean,
it was just a sloppy game.
Josh is here.
So, here's a couple of good takeaways that I have. Right, some good takeaways. The shot disparity.
Yeah,
right?
That was good.
16 shot attempts for RJ, 11 for Randall, 7 for Noel, 7 for Burks, 11 for Payton, 7 for DSJ, 1 for Mitchell Robinson, 9 for Obi, 5 for Frank, 6 for Knox, and 3 for Reggie Bullock. Not one person really dominated all the shots.
That's cool because
that's
people
good.
Playing together. People's playing together. That show you that people was playing together.
Yeah,
so that's
good.
Cool.
That's a good takeaway. The rebounding battle we had 62 rebounds.
Knicks always been a good rebounder team.
We got some echoes going on here.
Sorry, me. Sorry about that.
We got 62 rebounds to 50.
We always been a good rebounding team, Sim. Every year.
Yeah, that's good. 62 rebounds to 50. Obi Toppin had 7 rebounds. I like that because it's something that I was a little nervous about, but he had 7 rebounds tonight. Obi Toppin had what? 11 points.
7.
Obi 11 points, 7 rebounds. He shot 4 for 9 from the field. 3 for 5. As a matter of fact, he was second. I was about to say he's our best free throw shooter. He was second, 3 for 5. He went to the line. I mean, he went to the line the most tonight.
That's good. You want one of your best players to go to the line as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. So I like the fact that there's a good shot disparity. I like the fact that we rebounded the basketball. We played decent defense tonight.
Yeah, we played defense.
You know, we held Detroit, if you want to say that we held them, to 32% shooting.
That's great.
On the night.
That's excellent.
The scary thing is we held them to 30. The scary thing is we held them to 32% shooting, but we only won by 6. Ended up only winning by 6.
Yeah,
because we can't really score.
That's 24. We got 24 turnovers.
24 turnovers.
I think it's also that, again, we can't look at any. This is why overanalyzing some of the points and stuff, it might be a little bit tough, right? Because, again, look at the stuff that we ran. We didn't really run any of what Tom Thibodeau, I think, will run in the regular season. A lot of ISO, basic pick and rolls. I mean, you did see one triangle play, but it was like simple stuff. You saw a staggered screen, and then 2 guys going to the basket at the same time. But, you know, I just don't think that anything was too complicated, right? So, again, right now, just getting guys warmed up. Seeing guys isolation games, that means that we don't really have talent like that, probably, which is most likely true. But I think as the season goes along, he starts to shed the fat and closes down on the lineup. I think you're going to start to see a lot cleaner basketball,
right?
At least offensive. I'd say it's going to be better, that much better, but
right.
You see Randall spin moving at the foul line, and
so what do you think he's going to do? What do you think he's going to do about Randall going into traffic?
You take
you got to clean that up, Sam.
Right, like because you'll see he'll take the ball from the wing area, get it down into the post, and there'll be a guy coming along the baseline. He's not aware enough to see that this guy is coming. He needs to get it out of his hand. Right? How is Tom Thibodeau going to fix that?
I think it's as easy as a conversation. I don't think Fizz nor this is Tibbs' first sample size of seeing Randall. I don't think anybody said anything to him yet. I think it's real. I don't take Randall, even if we make jokes about him, I just don't take Randall as a guy who's wanting to do things that are against the team. So all you do is you say, listen, we're going to need you to really facilitate a lot more. And I think if you can't change something that you don't know is happening, right? So talk to him about it, sit his ass down. We'll let him watch tape and say, hey, you saw that spin move that under the legs. You need to change that. And I think once Tibbs does that, things will look different for Randall.
Yeah, because you know he gets down in deep and gets himself in so much trouble, and he doesn't have like good hands. It doesn't seem like.
Sam. Doesn't look up.
Right, but it seems like it's easy to tap the ball out of his hands. He doesn't have good hands or good grip on the ball or something.
Hands are small.
You know what I'm saying? So then
he has really poor body leverage. Like when you look at him, it's like he falls over too quickly at times when he's trying to do these moves. Like, yeah, I mean, he doesn't have really good body balance, right? Maybe you know his upper body is just too heavier, the hips and stuff. So Thibodeau's gonna shut that down, man. Where it's like, hey, I'll let you play out these first few games just to get your feet wet, but once it's real time basketball, you know you're gonna be posting your butt at the foul line to shoot the shot or right at the block to post up properly. All that other stuff you're doing before with Fizdale, and it has to go, man. It's not effective basketball.
I wonder if he got small feet or something.
He might. Does he have small hands?
I don't know, because you know Patrick Ewing had small hands. Like Pat Ewing said, he couldn't even palm a basketball.
Really?
Right. So yeah. So I wonder if he can't balance on his feet. I don't know. You know, maybe he wears a size 7 or something.
Kind of like he goes on a tippy toes and like pushes the ball. Like,
right.
If you think that's a very weird form for anybody, like it's not natural when he shoots.
Yeah, he's just too top heavy. He's too strong, man. He's too big up top.
Heavy.
Well, bro, he's a bruiser, and that's what bruisers do.
He wants to do too much finesse stuff for him to be so big like that, you know. Well, since I'm talking, man, I think Daisuke, that Asian guy, he's gonna have to put a mixtape together and show him, yo, stop doing these things, stop spinning into the thing. You got to see where the defense is coming from. You know, he like that play that you just described. He spin right into the defense and never stopped turning. It's like, if you see the defense, you can't make a counter move. He just kept going. You know, so that needs to change, man.
Even with that, Die Hard, when he gets the ball and go into the paint, and then he tries to drive, he's not looking up. He's always looking down. So by the time he looks up, there's already 2 people at him, and then he panics He had so many plays where he just panicked and just threw the ball out. Luckily, we caught it.
Or that play too when he was fighting for the rebound and he caught it and he went out to the free throw line with the whole play that we were arguing about. I mean that drives me crazy. He should just go straight up. Him taking 2 dribbles.
Sorry to cut you off. All he has to do is maybe add a spin fake. That's all he needs. They think you're gonna spin already. You add a fake, you go the opposite direction. Maybe
something so simple. Something so simple like that.
But I also think he's still. I mean, just with this game. He gets intent on going to the basket instead of getting the ball out of his hands quicker, right? So he waits until there's 4 people around him, and then it's a struggle to get now, when he gets it out, those guys are wide open, but there's a struggle to get the ball out, right? Because he gets himself too deep. He's got to recognize quicker to get that ball out of his hands. Hopefully Tom Thibodeau and those guys can work on it. We'll see.
You cannot give him too much responsibility. It has to be so simple for him, because when he start thinking that he could do things, he gets into trouble. When he'll make a shot, that don't mean that you come back and try to make another shot. Sometimes you let the play develop. If it comes to you, or it's the last second you have to take it, cool. But you cannot give him too much responsibility.
Yeah. I don't feel like he necessarily tried to force too many shots.
No,
I feel like what he did is, try to, go to the basket with the intent to score, but doesn't see that double team coming quick enough or the triple team coming quick enough to get the ball out, and he's still trying to make a move, and then it's like, oh, let me get the ball out of here. Right. Yeah, I mean, he ended off 5 for 11, 8 rebounds, 6 assists.
How many turnovers you got?
Hold up. Let me finish. 5 for 11, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and he had 11 points.
I'm not coming down.
He had way more turnovers than that.
I just want him to look up when he gets the ball. When he gets the ball, look first. If you got the man one-on-one, then you go.
Yeah.
But if you go to get the ball and look down, and then when you look up, there's 2 people there, and now you have to panic, that's not good basketball.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Jump in there, Josh.
Okay, yeah. So I just got three main takeaways from this game. First and foremost, two of the players that that had the best game for me as far as Knicks go are Elfrid Payton and Nerlens Noel. Those are the 2 best Knicks on the floor. And I'm talking both sides of the ball, offensively, defensively. And there's no doubt in my mind that Elfrid Payton is the point guard for the team this season, unless they go out and trade for somebody else. Elfrid Payton is the best point guard in this roster, point blank. Okay, point blank. Second thing that I want to talk about.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Austin Rivers poses a threat when he comes back?
No, because he's never been a starting caliber point guard anywhere else.
All right.
Elfrid Payton started for us last year. And he's more familiar with the players on the roster. So that's number one.
If he could hit threes, it's such a different story for Peyton.
Right, but that's not his game, though, son.
I know. I'm just saying, if he could just knock it down, though. If he could just knock it down, it'd be a different story for him, man.
Yeah, but Peyton.
The second thing that I want to say.
Tom Thibodeau did not bring in Austin Rivers, right? Yeah, Elfrid Payton has some type of continuity with some of the players here, but it's a new day, right? I mean, last year's team regime, that's long gone, right? I think that Rivers definitely has a chance here, because if you look at the prototype that Thibodeau likes, our guards who are aggressive, can shoot off the dribble, attack the basket. Payton can do a lot of those things, but he can't shoot, right? Tom Thibodeau, when the system becomes a little bit more complicated, that's not to say Payton can't get it, but Payton just can't execute shooting wise. Tom Thibodeau, go look at all the guards that he has. He likes guys who can shoot off the dribble. And that's going to be really important when he's running triangle looks, when he's running horn plays, probably some motion offense similar to what the Spurs run. So again, I just feel like Austin Rivers, when he gets healthy, he's definitely going to be in the running. Elfrid Payton, as good as he looked tonight, he's limited as a point guard.
I disagree. I totally disagree.
Let him go, Mark.
So, I mean, I totally disagree with that, but we'll wait for Rivers to get back for us to really decide. The second thing that I wanted to talk about was Nerlens Noel and Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is not going to be a starter for this team. Nerlens Noel can pretty much do everything Mitchell Robinson can do, and he can knock down a little baby jump shot. Okay, so all that cornerstone talk about Mitchell Robinson, that needs to go out the window right now. And you have to shout out to Kev, and you have to seriously question whether Mitchell Robinson is going to be here. I've been saying that since day one. And the third thing that I want to talk about is RJ Barrett. Now, listen, Sam, I know it's his second year in the NBA, and he had a good bounce back second half, and he was the leader in the team, which we all want him to be. But there's no reason why you're wide open. You had 3 air balls in the first half. That's not supposed to happen. That is not supposed to happen. I don't care if you're second year in the NBA or whatever. We're not depending on him to knock down 3-pointers consistently. But
you talking about RJ Barrett?
Open, at least hit the rim. Yes, hit the rim.
But RJ Barrett this is what I'm talking about with Knicks fans, right? We're not realistic. RJ Barrett literally went the whole summer changing his shot form, right? A shot form he's probably had his whole career. Muscle memory, when you're in sports, right? You can talk about, okay, now my guy's this way in practice. And then when you get to a game, adrenaline's pumping up. Naturally, your body's going to try to fight to go back to what you're doing before. This is what I'm saying. When we look at these games, this is why Mitchell Robinson probably feels like, damn, I don't want to take a shot, at least last year, right? Because you have people going to criticize him when he's trying to do something new. RJ Barrett's form looks a lot better. Even though they were air balls, yeah, you're going to shoot air balls because your body's not used to it. Let's wait at least 20, 30 games into the season where it's like, okay, he's not shooting air balls every time he's in a game. It's like, look at the mid-range shot he shot. Perfect form and everything. And it looked beautiful. You know what I mean? So it's like, we got to be realistic.
Hey, so look.
Yes. And does it look natural? Yes. So if that's the case, let's wait till a few games go. And it's like, all right, then we discern that if he can shoot shots or not. You know what I mean? Like, we can't. Why are we killing him
for let me respond to that.
He's trying something new? That makes no sense.
Let me respond to that. So prior to this game, right, on MSG,
you're breaking up
against
bad,
the Rockets,
Josh.
Where the Knicks wound up pulling, and RJ Barrett had a game too, right? Winning shot. All right. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're breaking up pretty bad.
Say the story one more time. You're breaking up. Say the story one more time. Start from the beginning.
What I was saying was prior to the game that they showed against the Pistons, MSG played
the Rockets game.
Hey Josh, why don't you turn the camera
from
off?
Last season, right?
Might get better.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. It's probably better now.
All right, my bad. I'm sorry about that. What I was saying was prior to the game that they showed against the Pistons, they played the Knicks versus Rockets game, right? And RJ Barrett had the game-winning shot. Everything that we want RJ Barrett to be, him being the leading scorer of the team, hitting the game-winning shot, that's what we want him to be. But prior to that, he was shooting air balls. He was shooting air balls last season, and in this game, he's still shooting air balls, new form or not. Now, we got to hold him accountable. This entire time, I'm listening to you guys while the game is going on, and every little bad thing that Julius Randle did, you guys were criticizing him on his behind for every little thing. But RJ Barrett had 3 air balls, wide open air balls in the first half, and no one said anything about that. No one said anything about that. Like, people don't have.
We talked about it.
Yeah, but not with the same level of vitriol that you did. Not with the same level of vitriol that you were talking about Julius Randle.
Yeah, because here's the difference, Josh. Here's the difference. When RJ Barrett was taking his shots, they weren't shots that took that were like out of the play, out of the intention of the play, of the overall play, right? It wasn't like, yo, RJ Barrett's chucking threes from the half-court line. The mistakes that Julius Randle, I said it. Julius Randle had a few layups that they look good. He did a proper spin, or he bullied himself in, but he just missed a layup, and they were good looks. But when you're literally taking the ball, spinning into a double team, you pick up the dribble, and now you're stuck, right? Those are bad plays that did not need to happen. Now,
I never said they weren't. I'm talking about RJ Barrett. I'm not talking about Julius Randle. I'm just comparing.
No, but you just made the comparison. You just made the comparison between two guys, and the contexts aren't similar. One guy was making shot or missing shots, but they weren't out of the context within the play, right? They were like okay shots. Now, if RJ Barrett was just chucking a whole bunch of shots willy-nilly, it's like, yo, dogs, what are you doing? Julius Randle plays that we criticized were plays that were not good. They were not good plays altogether. Even if he made the shots, they were not good plays. right? That's why Sim just asked if Julius Randle's making those plays in the regular season, what is Tom Thibodeau going to do, right? Like, I don't understand. You're trying to compare apples with oranges.
I also think we got to look at the fact that if you want to compare, Julius Randle is 26, RJ Barrett is not even 21 yet, and Julius
wide open though in the NBA.
Hold on, Julius Randle has played for 3 different teams. That means 4 different coaches now at this point. And if he's still doing things that you would think a Obi Toppin would do, or RJ Barrett, or even a Kevin Knox, then we're going to look at that and we're going to judge that a lot more than we're judging an RJ Barrett. And also, I think when it comes to Julius have been he'll do a move that will literally suck the air out of a play. RJ just missed a shot. I think we can live with a missed shot rather than a person coming in the game and
9 months. It was like 9 months since they played basketball. So I mean, like to go crazy just about he missing, wide open jump shots that he probably would make later on in the year. It's like it's kind of a waste of energy.
Guys, let me just say this real quick, right? It's not like he just missed a shot. First of all, he missed 3 of them, and they were all air balls that he was wide open on. It's one thing to miss a shot. And what I'm saying is it's one thing to miss a shot, and we're not dependent on RJ Barrett to knock these down consistently. It's not even about making it at this point. It's about being a threat because what's going to happen is the Knicks already don't have shooting as it is. So if RJ Barrett is going to be that focal point of the offense and you want to build around RJ, you got to be able to knock down shots when you're wide open. And he didn't even hit the rim, guys. That's what I'm talking about. He didn't even hit the
simple fact that the kid changed his shot from last season, I think he knows that he has to improve at shooting, right? If he didn't think he'd have to improve at shooting, he wouldn't have changed his shot for him. You're talking about a guy who was a #1 high school player who went to Duke, right? Everything was catered to him, right? He could really rest on his laurels and be an average player. He's literally changing his jump shot, right? You have to give it time. We're judging him on the preseason game. We're not even 20 games into the regular season, and we're judging, he has to make jump shots. He has to do that. It's like dogs. He changed his shooting form. Like, what else? Why don't you look at the fact that he changed his shooting form, right? He's at least trying to improve his shooting. Like, why is that not the focal point? We're talking about he missed or he made these number threes. Who cares? It's a preseason game. You're supposed to be working on the wrinkles of your game and getting the kinks out of your game, which he's trying to do. Like, why are we assessing that like it's the end all be all with this kid?
Because this is the guy you want to build the offense around, and this is the guy you want to be the focal point of the offense and the team. So he needs to be held accountable. I don't understand.
You can build your focal point of the offense around players, right? RJ Barrett's not a superstar, or he's probably not even going to be a high-level star. But if you have a system with him, Obi, and whoever you draft or bring in, right? So again, RJ Barrett isn't this guy that everything has to orbit around him. He's a part of a piece of a bigger of a team. He's a cog within the machine, right? Like, why are we putting all these expectations on RJ to be this and that and this and that? Yes, we draft him fairly high, but the kid is working on it. You know what I mean? His second half production last year was pretty impressive, right? Compared to a lot of, and it's like, we're not even giving him the benefit of doubt. All right, this guy's working on his game. He can really drive to the basket. Yes, still working on that as well too, but we're judging him on one preseason game? Like, come on, dog.
You guys are judging Randle on one preseason game?
Randle is a 7-year veteran?
7 years.
RJ Barrett was shooting air balls last season too, guys, by the way, whether he changed his form or not. And like I said, he's the guy that everyone wants to build around. They want to make the focal point, that they want to make the #1 guy on the team. So I'm holding him accountable. Yes, he had a great second half. And he had a pretty good game. He led the team in scoring. I said that. I prefaced my point by saying
you're comparing RJ Barrett shooting to a guy who can't pass out of the double team. Like, dogs, like, that's not comparable, man. That's like me saying, Steph Curry, if he makes a mistake, I'm going to compare that to, to freaking Killian Hayes. It's like,
I agree and disagree with Josh, though, right? I think, it's one preseason game of RJ Barrett. He came back strong in the second half. He realized he wasn't knocking down the three, stopped pulling the threes, right? He ended up he started off 0-6. He started off 0-6. He ended 7-16. Right. I mean, he scored 15 points. He led the team to scoring 15 points, 5 rebounds. I'd like to see him distribute the ball a little bit more if he could. Mm-hmm. Right. But he ended up having a good game. He was still 0 for 4 from 3. But if you take away those threes, his field goal percentage looks pretty good if you take away those threes. Right. So clearly he's got to work on those threes. But I kind of feel the same way that you feel about, with the thing with Julius Randle, right? He makes mistakes, right? I mean, we might be getting to year 3, year 4 with RJ Barrett, and he could still be shooting the same way, right? I mean, he makes mistakes, but it's get him out of here. He's trash, he's garbage. Somebody else makes mistakes, it's just kind of overlooked. And I kind of feel the same way. And I mean, he took 11 shots. Elfrid Payton took the same amount of shots as Julius Randle. It's not. I mean, I know he made some mistakes and some bad plays, and you look at some things that you don't like that you see. But I can point at every single player and look at stuff that I didn't like that I see. But at this point, that's what it's going to be. We already know that, Josh.
But are the mistakes the same? Like, we're talking about when Julius Randle's on the court, right? And he had a lot of usage between like the second and where we were criticizing, right? When Julius Randle was missing normal shots, no one complained. No one was here complaining like that. So yeah, there are people who are going to.
I'm not talking about just the missed shots.
But literally every mistake.
But Josh is literally just talking about a missed shot. He just talking about missed shot.
Like, well, it wasn't like, yo, he got caught and it's within the play, it's like, all right, that wasn't a bad play. He missed a shot, whatever. He's doing dumb moves. He literally did a spin move that went to nowhere and then had to end up passing anyway. That's what I'm saying. Is like, why you set up a spin move near the top of the key? What is that going to do for anybody?
But this is where I look at it, because we can watch another player stand and do a crossover and this and that and this and that at the top of the key and then pass the ball, and no one is saying, well, why are they doing all of that to just end up passing the ball?
We literally criticize Obi Toppin for making cross-country passes, and they said, yo, you're going to have to adapt to the speed of the NBA. Everybody said that in the chat, right? And this is a rookie, so everybody was criticizing.
We were killing DSJ too. The same way.
But you know what? I'm the one who said Obi Toppin is going to have to get used to the speed of the NBA on that cross-court pass.
I could have sworn I heard someone else say that he needs to stop doing that too.
That was Julito.
So it wasn't just
right. But what I'm saying, it like Josh says, it's not the same. I forgot the word that you used, Josh. Vitriol.
He said vitriol.
Right. And obviously with Obi Toppin, it shouldn't be this. You shouldn't have the same thing behind it.
So let me ask you this, just to make it clear, right? If you have 2 children, right? When your daughter was, when your children are younger, right? And they take a poop in the pants, right? It's like, hey, whatever. You're young. They don't know better. When you're 17, you should not still be pooping your pants, bro. Like Julius Randle is pooping his pants.
So he pooped his pants this game. So he shot 45% from the field. He had 8 rebounds. He had 6 assists. He had 2 steals, 2 turnovers.
Those numbers could have been better if he's not making mistakes.
Hold up. Right, 2 turnovers, but he shitted his pants.
And your
mistakes he's making. Okay. The decision making he's making, right? And again, I'm not only speaking.
RJ had 2 turnovers. Noel had 2 turnovers. Peyton had 3 turnovers. Smith Jr. had 4 turnovers.
The turnover. I pointed out that it was Alec Burke on the miscommunication, right? I pointed out everybody. Alec Burke didn't have a good game. What do you make? 1-3? He didn't have a good game. But Julius Randle is probably the most talented player on the team. Probably the most senior plus talent when you add seniority and talent on the team. And he's still making the same bad mistakes we complained about last year. I'm not talking about lack of talent. You could say RJ Barrett, he's not a good shooter. Fair enough. But they're trying to make him one. Fair enough. Julius Randle's still making boneheaded decisions. It's like dogs. This is not conducive to winning back. Obi Toppin did the same spin moves, right? And they were effective because he picked them in the right spots. When he made that little spin move, the double spin move to get the basket, they were smart, decisive plays that made sense. Randle's not doing that.
So I don't know. What's that sound in the background?
You got a phone call.
That's not your phone. Somebody's calling you?
No. Oh.
Yeah, I want to hear what Andy got to say about all this, man.
And the only thing I gotta say is it's 4 a.m. here. I was on, bro. I was like 20 hours up, and like 20 hours ago I was on the show. So I was like, We know how Josh works with this, bro. He always puts some controversy just to make people's blood pressure go higher. Maybe he has a point, probably not, because RJ, if those shots were bad shots, I would agree, right? But they were open shots. He just didn't make them, bro. If he's gonna do it like notoriously every game, he's gonna have air balls. That's gonna be a problem. I think it's just the rhythm of the game. It's like they had probably a week of hard training camp because it's only a week. So I'm guessing, maybe he lifted too much, today morning or whatever, right? Might be such a, tiny thing.
So sweet, man. That was so nice, so thoughtful.
This is sad, and this is why I wrote that article, because this is excuses. We're making excuses for these players. We're babying them. Okay, now
he missed the open jump shot
again, but it wasn't about him just missing, Eru. It was the fact that it was wide open and he shot an air ball. Wide open shot air ball, not just once, not twice, but 3 times.
We should give him a towel, I think.
I highlighted the fact that he shot.
I'm telling you, bro, he just took too many 5-hour energies before the game, bro. That's why his shot was off today.
But what I'm saying is the first thing that I highlighted, and I prefaced my point by saying that he finished off the game well, and he pretty much, was the leading scorer, and that's what I want to see from him. That was the first thing that I said. But again, if he is going to continue to be the leading scorer for this team and he's going to be that guy, I don't want to see air balls when you're wide open. I at least want to see you hit the rim and be at least a threat. No one is saying that I want to shoot 40.
Exactly.
I don't want to see RJ. I don't want to see RJ Barrett. Josh, I'm not about him shooting 40% from the 3-point line. I'm not saying 40%.
Did you watch anything past the first quarter? Because
no.
In his first quarter, Josh. No. I'm like, do you not realize he went 6 for 8 for the rest of the game, bro?
That's what I said. I said that.
Okay.
I prefaced my point by saying that. But if all we talk about is the positives, how can we get better? You think Thibodeau's in the locker room talking about the positives? No, he's trying to work on what needs to get better.
I'm quite sure he's cursing Julius Randle out right now.
Absolutely. I'm not saying he isn't.
Yeah.
He's cursing them all out. DJ had help turnovers today. Like, dogs, DJ didn't have a good game. I think Sim even said, I don't know about DSJ. Like, dogs, no one, it's like everybody wants to keep Randall as like this figure of this anti-hero. Like, dogs, no one's on Randall. Like, I hope Randall does good so we could trade him off. But, like, it's like no one's killing Randall by himself. It's just some of the more egregious plays today where he's getting stuck up. It's like, these are nonsensical plays. You're comparing RJ Barrett
on the team.
RJ Barrett is trying to change his shot form. Did you see his shot form? Did it look different to you? If you say no, then you weren't watching. His shot form looks a lot different from last year. He doesn't have that weird push in a shot. It takes time. Muscle memory takes time. In-game muscle memory is going to take time. Lonzo Ball literally was shooting what before last year from the 3-point line? 32%? Shot 37%, I believe, last year. Off of what, 6.6 attempts, right? If you don't allow a guy to at least try out a new form when a shot is janky, like, how is he going to improve? Oh, you shot too many air balls. Yeah, he sees that. He doesn't want to keep shooting air balls. But to judge him in a preseason game for a change in form, that's just dumb. That's like having an argument for argument's sake, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, Josh.
So let me ask, what do you think we see coming into the next preseason game? Do you think, are we going to see the same starting lineup? Is it going to be a different starting lineup? Is he going to experiment a little bit, start, playing around with the lineups? What do you think? Andy, I'll start with you, Andy.
Well, as far as I see it, I might see Alec Burks out and Reggie Bullock in as far as the starting lineup. And I think he might actually stick with the rest of the lineup and the rest of the, rotation. It might be like that unless, of course, Austin Rivers is going to be available. Then, then maybe Reggie and Alec Burke are going to sit the whole game, or, they're going to cut minutes short for Dennis Smith Jr. or something like that. I don't think he's going to try. I think on the second game, he's going to still try to do, really similarly, or he might, like tweak it really bad and then just come back to it we play in the Cavs, right? Twice as well. Maybe he's going to come back to this rotation, for example, with the Rivers and versus the Cavs, just to see it versus another team. how does it work out with the, let's call the starting five and the young guys as the, bench mob.
Okay. Guillermo, what do you think going into the next game? What kind of changes you think? You said it. Who's going to start?
Who's going to start?
No, I thought you said. No, I thought you said somebody's definitely going to start. My bad.
Oh no. He might tinker around with the lineup a little bit more. I think it's probably good. Me personally, I like to see Frank a little bit more as an off guard. Maybe start with the team because I don't know how many minutes he got. I just don't think he got enough looks, especially early on when he was looking good with the shot, that first three, and then he drove to the basket. I'm not sure. I think we're going to see more of Mitch just because I think that Thibodeau is assured that he knows what he has in Nerlens Noel's. Mm-hmm. So I definitely going to give Mitch a look. I don't know if he starts, but he's going to probably get more minutes. Because Mitch in spots did look good. I'll give him credit. When he defended he came out to on the baseline to the perimeter. He definitely looked better there. Wasn't as good offensively, obviously, as Nerlens. Depended a lot still on the pick and roll. But yeah, he's definitely. I think he's going to play Frank a lot more. I don't think we're going to see the young guys like Powell's or Quickly, unfortunately. Maybe that happens in maybe the last games. But again, we don't have enough games to tinker around, so they may not get anything at all. But yeah, I think we're going to see less of Payton because I think all the guys that he's just short of, right? Payton, Nerlens, Bullock, maybe Burks get a little bit more minutes because he looked a little janky out there. But I think he toys around, especially at the guard position, to see maybe play Frank at the 1, RJ at the 2, Burks or somebody else at the 3. Maybe play Knox more at the 3 because Knox also looked good tonight. So I definitely think we're going to see a change up lineup next week or next game too.
Okay. All right.
Maybe not starting. Definitely more points to other guys.
Julito, what do you think?
Yeah, I see it being that it's 4 preseason games, so it's only a small sample size of, you get a chance to see your players before we play some meaningful games. So I think he will give Quickly some run. I think Frank looked really good today. Payton looked great as well. So I think he's going to maybe, have, like Legion was saying, have Frank out there more on some off-ball, scenarios to really see what he has with Frank. I think any first game of any sport, any league, people are gonna be a little shaky. So I think he's gonna want to see, okay, second game they're a little more warmed up. It's the same team, so you know what you're dealing with. And I think he really liked that Frank could defend Killian Hayes and Derrick Rose as well as he did. So I think we're gonna be able to see Frank play a lot more. I think, also again, Mitch, man, we wanted to see if Nerlens is really gonna be able to take Mitch's spot. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mitch starts next game. Just so you can see if it's a fluke or not. Because if Mitch starts next game and Noel comes off the bench and still outperforms him, that says a lot. Right? So I see in the 4 games, and especially in game 2, him switching some things up, and then 3 he'll start to draw that down to a kind of a tighter lineup, and then game 4, preseason 4, this is who's playing, and if you made the cut, you made the cut, and if you didn't, you gotta wait your turn.
Yeah, Ebro.
Well, I feel the same thing. I mean, they might make little tweaks, so like you said, like might start Mitch next game, maybe he might start Frank instead of Elfrid, something like that. But he's gonna be consistent with the way that he was rotating and stuff like that. Because I mean, I felt like he was like coaching as if we were like in the middle of the regular season. He was on, Tom Thibodeau was on point with the coaching and stuff. So I think he's gonna keep it that way because everything is kind of being expedited, so you can't really play games in the preseason, or you're going to be like Fizdale still fooling around like 2 months into the season trying to figure out who your starters are. So I think he's going to kind of stay, for the most part, consistent, maybe like add little changes here and there according to what he sees or whatever. But I think for the most part, he's going to stay pretty consistent and aggressive with the way that he's coaching his team with the substitutions and things of that nature too,
Yeah. I mean, do you think, for the most part, this is going to be, maybe a couple of tweaks here and there, but I'm looking, this is probably going to, I think, might end up being a rotations that they go with besides a couple of tweaks. It would be a good experiment to start Mitch and see if that, just to see how it looks between the two. Caller, what's going on, man? You live? What's popping with you?
Hey, what's going on? So it's Ross Kamara.
Is who? Who is it?
Ross Kamara. I'm an Oakland. What's up, Guillermo?
What's going on, man? It's hard to hear you, man. You gotta speak it.
I'm sorry, but we got a W. It matters. Let me change my mic.
Yeah. Because we're having a hard time hearing you.
Sorry about that.
You on that Boost Mobile, caller? You gotta get you off that Boost Mobile.
I'm out of the country. Hello?
Hello? You said what? Go ahead.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I think it's a little better. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, man? You talking to me?
Hey, man, sorry about that. I don't mean to miss the show, but I mean, it's great that we got a done going to Friday. I'm going to try to fix the phone right now. I'm trying to fix the phone. I'm going to play it. I don't want to talk.
You may have to turn your YouTube down, man.
Yeah. It was hard to hear him. I don't know exactly what he was saying. Maybe he'll call back. Josh, man, what do you think? You know, any tweaks or whatever? Or what do you think Tom Thibodeau is going to say? All right, this is what I want to see in the next game. They got their feet wet a little bit in this game. You know what I'm saying? Not much that I'm pretty sure they didn't have a lot in place to say to do this or do that, right? They're just kind of figuring some things out. But I think, he probably starts tweaking and looking at some things that he can do and wants to do, and maybe starts to try to, they got a day to do a walkthrough, and then maybe tries to put some of those things in. I don't know. What do you think, Josh? Where do you go?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think that the team played really, really well today. Defensively, they were, aggressive in the passing lanes. On ball, they were very, very aggressive. Frank Ntilikina going over screens, going through screens. I think the difference might be the minutes as far as Frank and DSJ is concerned. I think I'm looking at it right now, and Frank got 2 less minutes than DSJ, so they might try to mix that up a little bit and give DSJ more minutes or Frank more minutes than DSJ. But DSJ played really well today too. He played really good. It kind of surprised me. I didn't expect that, to see him play this well. I think as far as the starting lineup's concerned, I wouldn't be surprised if Obi Toppin gets a lot more minutes. So that could mean them doing the lineup without Nerlens Noel in the lineup, maybe put in Julius Randle and Obi Toppin on the floor at the same time, that small ball lineup. We see a lot more of that. Because they didn't play that, that bad when that lineup was on the floor together. So I think we'll see. But, they play really, really well today. I don't expect them to deviate from the lineup too much. Maybe just a few minute tweaks here and there. But outside of that, not really. Not that many changes.
Okay. Now, in the second half, they didn't really go to that. Not really. They didn't go to it at all, Obi Toppin and Julius Randle. And I think they were only on the floor for like
2 minutes, if that.
Yeah. Like a minute or so together. So
I like the way it looked though, and I think that he's gonna want to try some things in the preseason just to see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
See how it works moving into the season. There's gonna be teams that are gonna throw a small ball lineup out there, so we might as well go out and try it out to see how it works. I was surprised they didn't play it more in the second half. To be honest, they didn't look that bad with the small ball lineup.
I mean, we'll see if they look to go to it. I don't know.
There was no defense on the floor when Obi and Randall was out there. It was like Olay.
They didn't get scored on. They didn't get scored on like that though.
It was
they also didn't play long either.
They got scored on at least twice.
Right.
Twice in 2 minutes is not a good look, man.
I'm just saying. There's going to be teams out there that are going to play a smaller lineup for sure. There's that's going to happen. We've seen it. The NBA is going into that direction. Smaller lineup teams. So I feel like the Knicks are going to try it out. I'm not saying it's going to be the end all be all for the season, but I do expect them to try it out. They didn't look that bad out there. Not like you said, they didn't play that long together, but
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But look, man, fellas, it was fun. It was real fun. This
is a lot of fun.
Julito's first time in the chat. I'm sorry, everybody was talking over each other and everything.
No, I'm used to it. I've been watching enough to get used to it, man. I'm really happy to have been here, though, man. Thank y'all for welcoming me in with such open arms, and this chat is crazy. It's different on this side. Usually I'm in the chat, laughing at everything going on. But on this side it's different. But thank y'all so much. And anytime I could jump on, I'm excited to jump on.
Yeah, man. I mean, you don't even just, whenever I'm live, you got the link. So all you got to do is just jump in. It's the same link every time.
There you go. Thank you. If you don't mind, I just want to say, make sure y'all listen to my podcast. It's not a Knicks podcast, but it's called Random Thoughts with Julito. And every so often I'll have different special guests for episodes solely directed towards the Knicks. Last time I did it, I had Roy Hebrew Remnant on there. My next episode, knock on wood, I'm gonna have Simon and Legion on there, and and whoever else wants to join. But thank y'all for having me, for real, man. It was really a pleasure, and I had a ball, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, and I put that. So is the YouTube channel Random Thoughts with Julito?
Random Thoughts with Julito, the podcast. My latest episode, I had Rick Gonzalez on there from Coach Carter. Every episode is a different guest, and it's been a good time. So if y'all enjoy good podcasts, just check it out, man.
Yeah, I'm putting the link in the. I just put the name. I'm putting the link in the chat right now.
Thank you so much.
So people can go over there and subscribe to it, ladies and gentlemen. Random Thoughts with Julito. I'm putting it in the chat right now. Go on over there and subscribe when you leave here.
I just want to say in the chat, man, leave Josh alone, man. Y'all's going in.
Yeah, they be roasting him, man.
Josh, he's a trooper to be able to sit and take it that long, man. I was just like, God damn.
Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. I just want the team to be a winner.
There we go.
Yeah, man, no doubt about it. Well, hey, let me get to these super chats first. Ghostface Thriller, thank you for becoming a member. Michael White became a member. I appreciate it. Leggy, he said, good day from the Knicks Australia family. Thank you for the super chat. Siobhan Robinson, thank you for the super chat. KG is the man. He said, Josh, it's the first game after 9 months. Relax. He said, relax. And then you got somebody else coming at you, Josh. I mean, Jimmy Buckets. He said, Randall was a veteran and makes the same mistakes. RJ Barrett didn't even finish his rookie season and is changing his shot. Said not the same thing. So he's agreeing with Guillermo. KG's the man said, Josh, you've been waiting to do this to RJ Barrett all season long. All off season. And then Joshua, he said, shout out to the guys. The YouTube chat says salute. He said, DSJ and Randall had a good game. He said, it's been 9 months. Guys, relax. At least Bobby Portis isn't here. We all right.
Damn. Yeah.
Right.
Bobby caught a stray, man.
And then Ralph Petito, he said, yo, we got to remember this is the first game in 9 months. Overall, the team played well together to beat the Pistons. New York Knicks fans need to stop the hate and false narratives. We got to support this team to get better. So there we go. But look, I'm gonna be out. It's been real fun. Been real fun. I'm probably gonna do a pregame or a preview game show tomorrow at some time. Then either I don't know what I'm gonna do on Sunday. I'm not sure yet. So I guess I'll figure it out. But Guillermo, you're definitely gonna be streaming the game on Sunday. Streaming on Sunday, right? For the game.
I mean, why would I be streaming the Jets? I mean, why would I do that? Of course, I'm going to be doing a watch along.
Yeah, the Knicks play Sunday.
The Knicks play again Sunday.
Yeah.
We play
Detroit again.
Again, Detroit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Detroit?
Yeah, we play Detroit again.
No.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the? Oh, you're talking about the Jets. My bad. You're talking about the Knicks.
The Knicks. Now I was saying, are you going to be streaming the Knicks?
Oh yeah, I'm streaming. No, I'm streaming this. I thought somebody mentioned the Jets. The Jets are playing, but don't worry about it. The Jets are going to lose every other game, so we're good. But yeah definitely, I'll be there. So if you have time, please, or if you want to join stream again, let me know. But yeah, definitely, man, this was fun.
Yeah,
we gotta win.
I gotta keep sunning Josh. So we're gonna get through to Josh, man. Josh is a good dude, man. He's from Brooklyn.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
We have not talked about the fact that we gotta win.
Yeah, I know,
fellas.
right?
Gotta win today.
Right. We gotta win. That I take it though, bro. I take it.
Yeah, shut the season down.
Right. Stop the count. Stop the game.
Throw in the damn towel. Throw in the damn towel.
That's all that matters. We won. We won, guys. That's what we should be talking about. Winning matters.
Yeah, man. I'll take it. Preseason. I'll take it. Hopefully we can we can build it and let it go into the regular season. I was trying to hold on to see if Tom Thibodeau or they did any kind of
Yeah, they did.
They did it already.
They did it already?
6
I
minutes.
was looking to see if it's is it on YouTube yet? The Knicks YouTube channel?
YouTube.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Want me to play it, or I got it on my phone right here? Or
let me see.
Let me see if I can better from your thing.
Yeah, let me see if I can oh, here it is. I didn't see what he said.
He probably told RJ not to shoot the air balls, so
here we go. So this is Tom Thibodeau,
Hi, everyone. If you
ladies
have
and
a
gentlemen.
question, please raise your hand and we'll bring you into the room. First question, Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Tom. Looked like you were playoff fiery there. Did you like the effort of the team too, or still see some of that needs to come?
Yeah, I mean, it's the first preseason game. So I thought for a first game, there was probably 40 pretty good minutes. Probably a little sloppy in the fourth quarter with turnovers and fouls, so that, and obviously this gives us a baseline so we can take a look at the film, make corrections and concentrate on our improvement. But I thought, the first half, third quarter, I thought guys shared the ball. I thought we played hard defensively. I thought the rebounding was pretty good. But, of course, there's always things that you could do a lot better, and that's where I want our focus to be.
Next question, Chris Eisman, The Record.
Tom, what did you think of the way that Obi played overall?
Good. First game, I thought very aggressive to start the game. Scored the ball. Then there was more attention on him. And that's the thing about the pro game, is to read the game. The game will tell you the play to make. And so when the help comes, if there's two on you, and that's what you want, you're trying to get two on the ball to force the defense to collapse. And then once that happens, if we have the right spacing, we should be able to get high percentage shots off of that. So sometimes you beat them with your scoring, sometimes you beat them with pass, and you have to understand that. So I think and obviously for his first game, I thought he did a lot of good things, and he saw, like, when things work a certain way in the first half, sometimes it's different in the second, and you have to read that as well. But overall, very good. I loved his aggressiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Next question, Ian Bagley, SNY.
Tom, what did you guys see from Nerlens over the past week that kind of led you to having him in this starting lineup, and what did you see from him tonight?
Well, I just think, the rim protection is, elite, and then the finishing at the basket. And I've been very pleased with Mitchell as well. So I think when you have two bigs that are like that, it's a big bonus, and they're very similar. And so I'm not sure right now who I'm going to start, but I like both of those guys, and we're going to need them both to play well as a team.
Next question, Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Tom. I think the Pistons committed like 22 turnovers. I think they shot around 32%. I mean, you're a defensive-minded coach, and you had to be pleased there. And what was the best thing that you saw out there from your guys on that?
Yeah,
end?
well, I think just the effort, and it's a first preseason game, so I don't want to read too much into it. It was good to go against a different opponent. We've been going against each other for a week now, and so I think the players were looking forward to that type of challenge, and it also tells you where you are. But and we were high turnover as well, and I think that's not uncommon at the start of the preseason, and obviously that's something that we have to correct ourselves. And I thought, they had some unforced errors, and they also had some good shots that they missed. and we have to have an awareness of what's going on in the game in terms of where we are foul-wise, in terms of the bonus, who's on the floor, what is their strength. When you have a lead, how do you play with the lead? You got to play tough with the lead and have an awareness that you don't want to foul and you don't want to give up open threes. And so those are things that we obviously have to improve upon.
Next question, Mike Vorkunov, The Athletic.
Hey, Tom. What did you think of RJ tonight, and then especially kind of the difference in the two halves for him, 2 of 10 to start, and I think 5.
Yeah, him getting downhill was really good. I thought, he missed a couple bunnies right at the start, but I liked how he very aggressive on the first play of the game, all the way to the rim. And then once he settled down, he finished a couple. Then I think the basket became bigger. As long as he takes good shots, I like that he can get into the paint the way he can. And that one of the things that we want to emphasize is the rim reads is when that second and third defender come, we want to make the right play. Like the game tells you the play. You can't predetermine what you're going to do. If there's 3 people on you, just spray it out and hit the open man. And I thought we did that quite a bit for 3 quarters. We got good penetration, and then we also got some good scoring opportunities out of the post with our cuts. And so I think how you play off the ball is important, and that's something that we want to continue to work on. But overall, I thought his aggressiveness was good. Probably as a team, I didn't like the fouling in the fourth quarter.
Our last question comes from Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Coach. So I guess it was like almost 2 years since you last coached. What was it like for you getting back out there? Is it like riding a bike almost?
I don't know if it's like riding a bike when you look at, you're in an NBA arena with no fans. So it was strange, but it was great. I told several people this. It's great to be back in the gym, practice. Obviously, I love practice, but I love competition. And just to be out there and, in a game situation, was great. But I think it also is a reminder, of how serious the COVID thing is when you're looking out and you don't see any fans.
All right. Any takeaways from that real quick before I head up out of here? Anybody want it? Any takeaways from it?
Really. It's just, hey, first preseason game, guys got to get, into the rhythm. Don't like the turnovers, so things are gotta get tight on that end. But yeah, no need to stress over little things here and there. It just seems to me it's just not, it is what it is. It's the first game, guys are getting, back, but I think he's hinting at there'd be a little bit more discipline in regards to decision making, less turnovers next game. So yeah, it was great.
I don't know if we should take it for face value, but he did acknowledge that he still is not sure about if he's going to start, Mitch or Noel. So
right,
that says a lot. And, Mitch it's still wide open for Mitch to take his spot back. But when Noel is playing as well as he is, it's scary for him. But it's going to make for good competition, and as long as they're both playing great, that means we, there's a possibility that we're going to win some games. And that's all.
Right. Exactly. All right. Well, I'm going to head up out of here, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the time. And ladies and gentlemen, we got another game on Sunday. So looking forward to it. Peace.
Peace, guys. See you.
Peace. Whew.